the mic still on?
You got Ken and Beezy, Sophie and Myke, feet for a ride. The people want to know, is the mic still on? I'm saying.
Thank you for listening to a new episode of the Is the Mic Still On podcast. My name is Kenneth B. Inch. Joining me on the show.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Oh, okay.
I'll try to help you out and just go ahead and just volunteer to go first.
I'm doing great. Very productive early morning.
No, you were, man.
so
You was
far.
doing your thing. I came in here, you was cleaning up and goddamn getting lights and camera angles right.
Mhm.
That's what's up.
Now to Myke Town.
Hey,
Is that a new mask?
it is actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I bought a whole new pack. These are supposed to not fog your glasses up.
Oh,
They got the
okay,
little
okay.
nose clench. You know what I'm saying?
They look like panties though.
You got What's going on, man? What's going on? I thought we was cool.
We are cool. I just remember you
Nice,
said
I
that.
got draws on my face.
You did that to B. You remember you did that to B? You had the burgundy ass mask on. You said it looked like you got draws in your
I don't
face.
remember, but I believe
I
it.
don't know what that was on. I don't know if it was dead end frames or here, but that shit, I just
Do they look
not
like-
really.
they look like
Not really. I
panties?
just wanted to.
No,
I just wanted to.
I look like some
No, they
panties.
don't.
I just wanted to mess with you because you messed with B.
You're going to see panties because he said it.
You got the blue panty
Got
draws.
some blue panties on my
They look like the bikini draws that dudes used to wear. The MC Hammer draws.
I got the pumps and the bump on my face.
Hey, you should put right that on there. The pumps and the
No,
bump.
the fuck I should not.
Right pumps and the bump on them, man.
God. Oh, that's fucking funny.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
And say it ain't so.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
Say it ain't so.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you get that from?
I don't know. I just
Just-
had to come up with something different. That's it.
You ain't talking into the mic, by the way.
Oh. Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's the Ivy Park. Get up. I see you.
The who?
You know,
Ivy Park.
What's that?
Is that the Beyonce,
Beyonce
shit?
shit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what's Ivy
Is that the
mask or
Beyonce
the hat?
mask too?
Both of them. The bucket
Oh,
hat
because they
too.
match. Okay.
The bucket
Go
hat
ahead,
too.
girl.
yeah, it's my special incognito situation.
I see.
Yeah.
Dang, I want to get that.
It's really
Get some
cool.
matching type shit. I look stupid in hats though, so
No,
You
you
do?
don't.
I look terrible in hats.
Why?
I just don't know.
Even beanies? I feel like beanies would look good on
Beanies
you.
are fine.
You wore it.
Exactly.
No,
That's a
you
hat.
a beanie.
I wear a beanie, but I'm talking like a regular hat.
No, like, yeah. Like
Yeah.
a trucker hat or something.
I look ridiculous.
Ew. Trucker hats don't look good
That's
on
what you
anyone.
I
should
used to
do.
wear trucker
You should,
hats.
yeah. I can see you in a trucker hat though.
Not now.
They don't look good
Bring
on
a hat in
anyone.
here and haven't put one
Bro,
on.
the trucker.
No.
Hey, that should be your new look, man. The
No,
trucker hat.
That would not be my new look.
Everybody make Myke wear a trucker hat. Oh man, I can so see you in a trucker hat.
I
That's
look
so funny.
ridiculous.
Damn. Yeah. No, I think I look funny in hats too. I've
Yeah?
always felt that, even as a
Mm-mm.
kid.
Nah, it's some of the like you look funny in dad hats. You know,
Mm.
What's a dad hat?
see, you don't even know. So it's the ones that
Okay.
they usually have like the little
Oh,
thing on the back.
The little
Oh, snapback?
pull
Strap
And it-
thing that you
Yeah,
pull.
strap. It's a strap, but the snapbacks you look good in snapbacks.
Oh,
yeah. You that,
Wow.
what's that one you have? Something about black.
Oh,
Something black. But that one
I
looked
know
dope
what you're
on you.
talking
Any
about, yeah.
video that I've done and you had that on, it looks dope or whatever. So yeah.
maybe I'm being self-conscious from high school because all the kids were wearing, all the guys were wearing them. And stuff.
Mhm.
Like, I was like, damn man, I would try to. It would just
No,
wouldn't work.
snapbacks work on you.
Oh shit! In high school, you couldn't see me without a hat. I always had a hat on in high
Really?
school until someone told me I would be bald if I stopped. If
Aw,
I kept
dang.
I
wearing
heard
it.
that too. I
So I
stopped wearing them too.
Is that true? I never even
I
bothered
don't
to
I don't
know,
think
but
so. I
I
doubt it.
believed in it. I was
I
like,
did
you know what? I'm
too.
not doing it anymore.
I'm not trying to have a big bald spot
Right.
in the middle of my head. So no,
I
quit
did
wearing them.
believe that for a while, but I don't know where I heard it from, but yeah, somebody told me that too.
Probably the same person that said you can't drive down the street with a fucking light on
Exactly.
inside the car. Same motherfucker.
Exactly.
If you love what you hear, consider becoming a patron. With that, you get an ad-free version of the podcast plus extra content. You'll also get a video version of the show where you can see our reactions during topics. And, you know, I feel like I say this every other week, but, you know, we had a very productive meeting about, you know, some upcoming changes to the video that we're working on. So yeah, so we thank you guys for your support, and your support is honestly actually making that happen. So yeah, we thank you guys for that. And then another thing that I'm thinking about, I've kind of been testing a little bit, is dropping the Patreon videos like a day video and audio a day early, like on Tuesday.
Okay.
So yeah. So So give me guys to kind of work that into my process. I'll continue to try to do that. And if that's something you guys want, let me know.
No, they want it early. They want it.
Yeah.
Patreon? Yeah. They want it.
Yeah. Well, they
If you can do
everybody
it.
else.
They want it.
Perks on perks.
Yeah. So also go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to that. There are clips for those of you that are not patrons. You can at least see a clip or a segment from the show on there.
Yeah, y'all slipping if y'all not going to the Is the Myke Still On YouTube page. Y'all got some pretty cool clips on there.
Yeah.
What you about to say, Myke?
No, I was just gonna say I just got you said perks on perks on perks, but you know, it's I'm sure you already know. It's not this. It's a different perk.
I don't know.
Oh,
maybe I know, but I don't.
You know it's
know.
a drug, right?
Percocet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Just making sure you weren't running around positive Rob being like perks on perks on perks. I'm feeling perky. No, bro.
I heard that from somewhere.
It's a song.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's a song, but yeah, they're talking about drugs. So I just want to make sure you.
Yeah, I knew that song. Yeah, we're talking about drugs. I'm not that lame.
Just want to make sure.
The show is broken up into 5 parts. We do our facts only, our recommendations, topics. Then we start closing the show out with common commentary and our Pass the Mic segment. Obviously, you guys probably know by now, FIFO and BZ are not here, but we may have a guest.
The chair is blank at the moment.
Yeah. Right. Adan Bean, but when he arrives, we'll introduce him accordingly. But yeah, just to kind of give you guys a heads up. And that's it. So we're going to jump into facts only, man. Did y'all see this shit?
I can't see it.
That shit was mad funny. I'm sorry.
I don't see what you're talking about.
Oh, no, hell no.
Stay stuck in my head.
No, look at the top.
Just glare. Hold it this way.
Yeah, just give it to
him.
him.
We look like some idiots. So you telling me this is not Ken playing the keyboard? Oh shit!
Bruh.
That shit was funny.
That's not you,
man.
but I can see it. That's
I couldn't even deny it.
Right.
When I saw it, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Oh, wow.
That's so
See?
fucking crazy.
That's funny.
Every once in a while, they'll get one.
Yeah.
A lot of times
Yeah.
it'll be some bullshit.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, they'll be like, man, I can't even fight this one.
Yeah,
Like
even
FIFA
even
one
my
time?
wife. Even my wife was
Are you showed her?
Yeah. Because I saw it at the same time she was getting up from her desk. I was like, damn.
That's wild.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
There was one with FIFA, but I don't remember.
Yeah, it was
I don't
on
remember
Twitter or something.
What it was.
I was
Mhm.
like, damn, that dude kind of look like FIFA.
Yeah, it's like I usually get kind of aggravated by these, but every once in a while I'll be like, man, damn.
I don't get aggravated by that stuff.
If it's a white person, I
A what?
automatically a white person.
Oh, I see
Like a
what
white
you're
person
saying.
who sends it to you?
Yeah, if it's like some goofy white kid,
Like,
and
all
then they
black
send it to
people
me,
look the same?
yeah, because 9 times out of 10, all it is dreads.
Oh.
That's it. It'll just be any black guy. It
Yeah.
could be a fat black guy. Could be a skinny. It doesn't matter. It's like, oh, you look like Myke. And I go to his
Oh my
page,
God.
and it's some old Doogie Howser fucking. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, come on, dude.
I never get offended by that. No
I just
matter
don't
who
think
it
it's
is.
funny.
No matter who. I just be kind of seeing like, oh no, I don't see it, or I kind of see it. Somebody said I look like Benny the Butcher.
Who?
I think I did.
Benny
see
the
that.
Butcher.
Oh.
I look like everyone.
You
I
don't look
guess.
anything. You look like Ghostface. You look like a mixture of Ghostface and Play. Benny the
got-
Butcher? No.
I've got big crit.
Oh my
Play.
God. See, this had to be a
Bro.
white dude.
Bro.
It had to be a white
You're
dude.
fucking right.
Big crit.
Oh,
There's no
big
fucking
crit,
way.
Big
Don't do
crit.
that.
What?
Why are you saying it like that?
I'm just saying. They don't look alike.
But see,
They
even
don't look alike at all. Like, what are you
That's
talking
That's
about?
just the way you say
but
it.
even Nay said that I kind of looked like him before.
Big crit.
Nah,
Yeah.
dog.
I don't
Maybe
see
his
it,
distant
but-
cousin.
Maybe when he
yeah.
wakes up first thing in the morning, and he got some, and he got
Oh
some
my
spackle in his eye. Maybe this. Maybe this.
We actually
But-
have a picture together. We have a picture together. So and in the picture, I don't think we look alike at all.
No.
Like yeah. So
No.
Oh,
don't
yeah, I
see it.
remember. Y'all met up without fucking telling me.
We didn't know you was obsessed with him like that. We'd have let you know.
I'm not obsessed with him.
shit.
I just think you know.
Yeah,
I've
man,
got
so
gotten
many people.
bullshit.
Usher.
I've got- Usher.
yeah.
I know you
on,
fucking
man.
lying.
Yeah.
I know you
Dude,
fucking lying.
I
Shut
know you
up.
white people at this
That's
point.
what I'm saying.
Man, I
Shut the hell up.
Ray
Y'all
J.
do not look
I think I look like Ray
at
J.
all.
The
Who?
only
J?
similarity is your fucking skin
What
complexion.
the fuck?
That's it.
That's stupid.
Mhm. The guy that what's the guy that passed? That was Juelz Santana cousin. He was on
Okay.
Steve Harvey show or something like that.
Oh, Romeo?
what? That's his name.
His name was Romeo on the show.
Yeah, whatever his
I forget
name
his real.
is.
You don't look anything like
no,
Romeo.
you do not. It's not even
Jesus
close.
Christ! It's not.
I think the
even
reason they
close.
said that because when I was younger, we had the same part in our head, so people thought like look like
no.
Again, this is what.
Wait, I feel like I just realized who you was talking about, and that's inaccurate as well.
Yeah, you don't look anything like him. I've gotten some bad. I've gotten.
What?
Well, actually, I've gotten Travis Scott. I don't see it. I've gotten
No, it just
Lil Wayne. I've gotten KRS.
What the
I'm like,
fuck?
come on, man. But the only ones where I've been like, I can't fight this is like I said, they gave me Booker T, and I was like, all right. And I never noticed this until way later. But Big L, certain angles, I'm like, he looks just the fuck like I did when I was a kid.
That's funny.
Before I grew, it's like
Skinny face,
weird.
type thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that.
But other than that, I get any motherfucker with dreads. Like, there go Myke. Like, all right, bro.
Yeah, I get a lot of people, man. It's a lot of people.
That's weird.
It's not even funny. It's like, yo, it's so many people. People send me like every blue moon, like not even blue moon, like every other. But like somebody say, oh man, you look like such a. J Rock. Say I look like J Rock.
I think I may have seen.
I feel
that
like you look
before.
like you could be named J Rock, but I don't know if you look like him.
But y'all right. It's just my complexion.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's jump into facts only. It's about FIFO.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, FIFO got us, man. We have been on a roll too.
Isn't it usually people that gets us though?
You know
I think
what?
so.
You need to
Lately,
stop.
yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, lately.
Stop.
I'm
But-
just saying.
Yeah,
Man.
but we have been on a roll. But anyway, on his topic last week, he mixed up Tatstone with Troy Ave. So Tatstone was the person that was involved in that ARAB situation, not Troy Ave.
B got to kind of hold that one too, though.
Oh, I thought it was Taxstone that was involved with
Troy Ave?
Troy Ave.
Yeah, they said FIFO mixing up Tatstone and AR-A. Yes.
Right.
Yes, you're right. You're right. Yep. Tatstone and Troy Ave was in a situation.
Right.
Neither one of them were in a situation with AR-.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I said like that. I don't know. But when B said Troy Ave, I was like, okay, that sounds right. Because I do remember, because I even made reference to him running out of a building or something like that.
Yep.
I do remember
I
seeing
remember that video.
But I didn't know who else was attached to that. And I think that's what I said. I was like, oh, I didn't know AR was attached to that. Didn't I say that?
I don't
I
know.
think you did.
Yeah. I believe I said that.
Yep. Yeah, so anyway. So yeah, that's the facts only. So
That's the only one?
was there another one that I missed?
I'm just asking.
Yeah, I think that was
This
the
was
only
unbelievable.
one, that I saw. So anyway, so yeah, let's jump into a recommendation for the week.
I have a quick one. I don't know if
Yeah.
anybody has a real one.
I don't.
But I wanted to bring this up last week because I know I talked about sea moss before. So I would like to say, make sure you get the right sea moss.
Not the wrong
Because
one.
like he said, not the wrong one.
I didn't even know that was possible. So shit.
No, yeah, it is. It is. That's why I want to just kind of
They
put it
got
out there.
knockoff sea moss?
Yes, because it became like this trend.
hell.
It's not necessarily knockoff. It's just it's not the best kind. Like so you should get your sea moss because it's Irish sea moss. So you should get it from the Atlantic. Is it Atlantic? Yeah, Atlantic or Caribbean Ocean. You don't want to get it from Pacific, like Asian oceans and stuff like that, because it's a lot of pollution in those oceans. So if you're getting something that's in the sea, it could be toxic. So
Shit.
so say for instance, if you get something from like Vietnam or some other ones that's out there,
Damn.
those can possibly be toxic to your body, honestly.
You think it's people listening to this show who looking at their bag right now, like made in Vietnam, like fuck.
Maybe.
Because I got him some and it was from fucking Vietnam.
Well, see, I didn't want to bring that up. I was
I'm just saying,
in general.
it's like you're
sad.
dissing me. I'm sitting right here.
No, I'm not dissing. I was hoping you didn't take it as a diss.
I literally fucking
All right,
cannot.
cool. You're not taking it as a diss.
No,
Cool.
I'm just
This is
saying.
just information for people or whatever, because I know I brought it up and people, they might listen to me and actually want to go out and get it or whatever. So just make sure you're getting the right kind. Now, what they do and what they also do is make like they farm it or whatever. So they kind of simulate the sea moss inside of this, not like a machine that simulates the ocean, because sea moss only grows in moving water or whatever. It attaches itself to a rock, and then that's how it
That shit seems nasty. I'm so sorry.
But it's pulling the minerals from the rock, so it makes a lot of sense as to why it has so many, like 92 minerals in it. Yeah, because the plant, that's how we consume things. You know, plant is like the, you know, the most genius chemist in the world, like the plant, because it takes things, sun, all that stuff, and for us to consume it or whatever. But so yeah, just be careful what you're getting. I think that's the main thing. Just make sure it's from either Caribbean Ocean or like somewhere in the Atlantic, like near Ireland and stuff like that. Don't do Asian Oceans and stuff like that.
Fuck that.
Hey, you know,
I spent all that time making that fucking gel. I ate the rest of that shit.
Right.
Like, man. I paid too much money just throw this shit in the trash.
Did they let you take that one bag back?
I haven't. I drove over there to get my weekly food, and I forgot to bring the bag. At this point, I'll probably just keep it.
Just keep it.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think they'll let me take it back anyway. But I'll use it. Or I'll give it to somebody else. My sister said she didn't think it was toxic, but it's not as good as the other shit. That's all.
So she did confirm it for you?
She didn't know at first. She was like, she didn't even know they made Vietnamese. She was like, what? And I was like, yeah. She was like, is that the name of the brand? I was like, no, it says Vietnam. She's like, I didn't even know they made it in Vietnam.
Yeah.
But she had never heard of it being toxic. She said that it's just not as good as the other stuff. And I don't think, I think if you got it from like some weird place, but I think the farmer's market probably wouldn't sell it if it was actually toxic. But it's not as good as the other shit.
Right, no. Absolutely.
Yeah, the Cab Farmer's Market's not going to put themselves out and be like, yo, we got sued because motherfuckers are...
Yeah, because they put Vietnam on the bag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they, you know...
And I was going to ask somebody there, but a lot of those guys don't know. There might be somebody in the back that might know. But,
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'm going to just keep it. You know, it ain't no big deal.
I got you.
Have you guys seen that video? It's been floating around of that guy that pretends like it's a I think it's a TikTok video, but he acts like he works at a retail shop or restaurant, and he's just taking like common things people say and turning them into jokes. So one of them is, can you go check in the back? And he'll turn around and say, no, what do you think the back is? Some magical place or whatever. I'm gonna send it to y'all. It's actually kind of fucking funny.
I bet it is.
When I watched it, but I was cracking the fuck up. And I normally don't really laugh at stuff like that, but the music and just the responses to what people are saying.
Do you have an example?
I can
Offhand?
play it, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, but that was the example. It
Yeah,
just
they go to
didn't
the
do it
back.
justice.
Have you ever worked at like a supermarket? Man, have you?
Yes.
That is the number one annoyance for people that work at supermarkets. I don't want to say number one, but for at least when we worked at supermarkets, because I used to work at a health food store, every motherfucker would come in there and be like, you got some more of this in the back? No. Buy what's on the fucking shelf. Or, oh, do you have like one with like a closer, like a better date? No, dick face. Buy what's on the fucking shelf. It was either go in the back or we would catch motherfuckers like, they'd be trying to like get you off the top shelf because that's where we keep the back stock. So we put the stuff on the shelf, put the back stock up top. And they knew this.
Who knew this?
The customers.
I didn't know. I don't know that.
So the reason
I'm guilty of this.
Of getting stuff off the top shelf?
No,
Asking
I'm guilty of. I'm guilty of asking.
I'm guilty of
only
getting
if
that shit
it's
myself.
out.
I'll damn near let myself in the back. Like,
You what?
I mean, well, because I used to work beauty retail.
Wait, what did you say?
She would go to the back of the
not
I
for real.
wish a motherfucker wouldn't. Man.
No, but like dead ass, because I used to work in makeup retail, and like if I need another like what they have out, it might be 6 of them, but they might have 20, but like at the bottom of the shelf. So I'll just pull out the shelf and be like, let me see, they got my shit. Okay, like because it's open. Like the fuck, you don't need no key.
Well, I can't speak to makeup places.
Yeah,
but
it's a little different. Like, I'm not just going to go to the employees only section and be like, what y'all got back here? Like, that's wild. But
well,
like,
some people would occasionally do that. Like, they would
because I
peek in the
feel like
back.
motherfuckers be lying to you.
I do too.
Especially in Walmart, because if you ever get juice in Walmart, like, Walmart is cheap. They don't give a fuck about ambiance or no shit like that. So if you could look back, like, past the refrigerators and see the milks that are not yet on the shelf. And I'll be like, can you go get that for me?
Motherfuckers be lazy because I have called somebody out on it before. Like,
and I get it, but at the same time, bitch, I need my shit.
I've never done it at a supermarket or no shit.
If they're lazy, if they're too lazy to put it out, You don't think they would be too lazy to go check in the back and get it?
I do think that. This is why. Which is why.
Yeah. So why are you asking me? Fuck off.
Because I'm telling you, like, go do your fucking job.
You know what? And I would be like,
I'm not coming back here again.
There's none in the back.
Like, what kind of customer service is this? Like,
it depends on
I know you got the fucking product.
So again, but my thing is, people would come in the store, and the way supermarkets are supposed to work is you rotate shit out. So if I get something with a March 1st date, but what's on the shelf is obviously a February 1st date, you're gonna put the March in the back of the shelf. What doesn't fit in the back, you put on the top.
So you're assuming people know that?
No.
Okay.
They know.
No, you don't.
They figure it out. They do. And I'm gonna tell you how I know this, because we would be in the store and we catch a motherfucker pulling stuff off the top shelf. But the shelf is full.
Okay, yeah.
They're going for the one with the better date.
Yes.
Yep. Period.
Then sometimes there'd be some on the shelf, but there wouldn't be any up top. And they'd be like, "You have more of this in the back?"
Right.
And I'd be like, "No, there's some on the shelf."
But that's annoying.
I'm looking for the better date.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I think that's probably what this guy's talking about.
Damn, nigga, are you trying to stock up? Like the fuck?
No, they just they think that you're putting the fresher shit in the back.
Go to hell.
Holding it back there. I think that's what this guy's probably talking about.
I can see that with like fruit or some shit, you know? Like,
no, I worked in the fruit section too. Don't ask me if there's any better fruit in the back. Fuck you.
Well, not better fruit in the back.
Get your fucking tangerine and fuck off.
Yeah, that's kind of wild. Like,
what is wrong with you?
Get your papaya.
Right. Get your kiwi and get the fuck out of my face.
I'm gonna either put it on the. I'll see if I can fit it on the. Is the Myke still on Instagram?
That shit was
Twitter,
funny as fuck.
But you watched it?
Yeah, he was just like basically giving suggestions of like things that customers could do instead or whatever. That shit was me when I worked retail. Like, get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah. Man, you know one of the
y'all don't be wanting to work, man.
No, it's not even that. You gotta know, I worked with where all like the white East Cobb moms were at, who just don't got shit better to do than fucking get high and come look at makeup.
Yeah,
and what does this blush do? What does that do? I don't know. Read the goddamn description, bitch. Like, what the fuck?
You sound like the video.
Leave me alone. Like, what the fuck?
But they're expecting you to give them customer service, though.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not giving dumbster service, bitch. You're an idiot. Like, what the fuck?
Some shit like that I would probably do. I'd be like, hey, I know it says that, but it hasn't worked for you,
Right.
Well, that's a different way of asking.
No, that's dumb.
Yeah. It's still dumb fine, but whatever. I might ask that question, but you know what used to piss me the fuck off? Like,
everything. Oh my God. It's even worse. I'm sorry. You know those stores like
hair tie
Walmart, Costco, like how they have those huge signs that like specifically label the departments? When people will walk in and be like, hey, where's the home section? And you're like, well, if you look up, you can clearly fucking see where the home section is. Like, I can't stand one-track-minded ass people like that. Like, are you dead ass dumb? What the fuck is that?
Oh, shit. What about for the places where you can't see the aisles?
I mean, then, yeah, you might have a little... I mean, because then people won't know. But if this shit is obvious.
Just look up.
Yeah, I don't ever ask where something is unless I've wandered the store probably 3 or 4 times. And
Yes.
I've had girlfriends who get so pissed. And I'm like, I've worked in stores. People will walk in the front door and immediately be like, hey, where's the chips?
Yep.
And I swear to God, we'd be like, have you checked the chip aisle?
Hello?
It's like 3 aisles over. Oh, okay. Just fucking look.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People are
me
just
too.
dumb as fuck.
But I used to work the produce section when I worked at Whole Foods in Florida. And oh my God, the apples they were like my fucking kryptonite. Because I don't know if you've ever seen how the way Whole Foods does apples, but it's like a pyramid.
Okay.
People, for some reason,
Would
they
take
have
the bottom
convinced
one?
themselves that all the good apples are on the bottom.
What?
So they would try to get, it's like fucking Jenga. They would try to get the good apple off the bottom. And it was multiple times a week. I would show up and have to fucking clean up a whole bunch of apples because some fucking asshole just got done with doing their yoga and they want to make a fucking smoothie and they come through there and they fucking take the apple off the bottom of the shelf. I would be so fucking mad.
That's stupid.
It's so stupid.
I don't know which one is stupider,
Facing is
though.
really annoying. I'm not going to lie. And
What is?
Facing, like that's what they call it. Like when you like, have to have everything like, when like, there will be a certain point in the day where things just look picked through and you just have to like move all the boxes and make them look all nice and like bring them to the front of the shelf and like all that stuff. Publix is really good at that.
Oh, you think that's stupid?
No. I don't think it's stupid.
I used to take pride in that shit, man. My shit was clean.
But that's my point.
Don't take nothing from this side.
People take pride in that only to just like go in and like damn near like mess it up. Like, and then you're just like, fuck, I just spent like an hour on this. That's terrible.
That used to annoy me. I have everything lined up so nice. And then somebody come in and just grab something and just throw it all off. I'm like, I spent so much time on
Or
that.
like if you see a fucking piece of, I don't know, refrigerated cheesesteak or like, I don't know, like a cheesecake or something in the fucking cereal aisle, pushed behind a piece, like a box of cereal. Like, you didn't want this, and it's obvious, but it's like, damn, this shit is melted. Like, come on, bro.
Even if it wasn't something that was perishable, when we worked at the health food store, we were assholes. Okay. After a while, because it just got old. But if we see somebody that would get something and then he's like, drop it in whatever section, like, did you find that there?
Hello?
You know you didn't.
It's easier to hand it to me. It's easier to take it to the register and have someone put it back, even if you were lazy, just to take it with you. But it's like, bro, for someone to find this 3 days later and it's probably moldy.
Man, I'm guilty of all that shit.
You're a jerk.
You just put stuff wherever?
You're a jerk.
If I get something in my basket and I don't want it, I'll actually go back to the aisle where I got it from and put it back.
I'm saying that I'm guilty of all of that over the years.
You still do it. Stop lying.
Okay,
No.
Like, man, it's still
I'm very mindful of that shit now. That's why I can admit that I have been guilty
I've done it.
of that shit.
I never do that.
Everything y'all talking about, I've been guilty of. But
I try
not the grocery store. Like, I might go pull something from the back and stuff like that. But like, ask somebody, yo, can you go to the back and get something? I've never done that.
But if you got a box of cereal
weird.
and you're on the soda aisle and you don't want the cereal anymore.
Oh, you best believe that's going on whatever aisle they work. Like, used to.
Oh my God.
Used to.
Oh, man.
Bro.
I hated people like you.
Hey, even today, sometimes I'll just like sometimes I'll do it. I was like, fuck, that's not right. And I go put it back.
He lying.
I was just in this situation.
For the most part.
You lying.
For the most part, I'll go put it back. It depends on how
far it is.
Yeah.
It depends on how far it is and how much am I rush.
And what kind of mood you're in.
Or if it's something that I know that would like spoil or something like that. Like if it's like something,
man,
I'll put that back.
Yeah.
But if it's something like a fucking, I don't know.
Or at least like
some hand sanitizer. That's
their job, right?
You're just gonna stick it. Look, I'm speaking for all grocery store workers. We would much rather you just bring it to me.
Yeah, I know that.
Give it to me. Because the thing about it is, what a lot of people don't know is we might get in trouble.
What?
For the aisles looking like that. Because like if I just got done facing this aisle and then the boss comes through and there's 3 things, a hand sanitizer, a bag of chips, and a carton of milk on the can aisle, they might look at us and be like, I thought you faced this aisle. Like, bro, I did. Someone must have just done it. Oh, so you mean to tell me that since you finished it, somebody just happened to come through? Yes, bro. I swear to God.
And the manager shouldn't know that, but go ahead.
Do they really?
They do know that. They're just, it's a power trip.
Okay.
Hell no. They gotta have to suck my dick.
I do make a conscious effort now. Like, I do make a conscious effort.
Don't be asking me
like,
this stupid
please,
shit.
I'm begging people. I haven't worked at a health food store or a grocery store in 25 years or more. But I am telling you,
oh my God.
When I worked at Whole Foods, Return to Eden, this is the type of shit that would fuck up your entire day.
Myke, I have a question. When you worked at Whole Foods, like, did you have to like get there sometime? Like, were you ever like on shift for stocking in the morning? Like, where you'd have to come in at like 7 or some shit?
That was my job, yeah.
Oh my God, fucking
the bulk
pitiful.
section and the grocery section.
I hated that shit. It was like I would go blind every time I opened a box because there's like fucking 60 different items in here, and I don't like what the fuck. It looks so nice once it's done. But when you're trying to sort through and be like, oh, this is the, oh my God.
Groceries don't come like that. Groceries, it's a 12-pack of corn.
Grocery stores are getting more, like, I guess, well-rounded or whatever, where they don't just have groceries in there. They don't just have, paper towels. They don't just have pots and pans. Now they got feminine items. They got toothpaste.
Yeah, that stuff doesn't come together, that's what I'm saying. So you don't have to
They're
pick
typically
through.
packaged together, but like, I'm not gonna lie, like, feminine items be fucking irritating because it'd be like, Tampax Pearl, Tampax Pearl Plus, Tampax Pearl Supreme.
I don't know what
Tampax, like just all this other shit, and they're like they slightly have different colors. They may have a different font. Maybe this one is a 16 count, this is a 32 count. I just be like, let me tell you something. Figure it out. Because I just cannot. Like, even as a woman, I'd be like, God damn, what the fuck? This shit is too much.
I think the only thing I've ever asked to get something out the back, or if you had it,
not the only thing.
Was like shoes or something like that.
Oh, well,
like
that's different.
Sizes.
That's different.
Yeah.
Or something is on sale.
Yeah.
Like buy two, get one free, and there's not an extra one.
So like, if it's like shoe sizes, like, yo, I'll ask. Like, I don't just assume that you have something in the bag. I'm like, yo, is these the only? I'll say, are these the only sizes on the floor? That's what I'll say. Not like, yo, can you go?
Yeah, that's
back?
different.
Yeah. So I'll do that. But I've never done that in a grocery store.
I could literally make a whole podcast.
Oh my God.
Shit
grocery shop
that
stories
I dealt with at the grocery store. This last one, real quick, and then we'll move on, I promise. But like, you're talking about, did I ever work early in the mornings? When I worked at Whole Foods, I would get there at like 7 a.m. I think I might have told you guys this.
Sun don't even be up yet.
Yeah, I mean, I was fine with that because you get off earlier. You know, I was fine with getting there early.
I don't give a fuck. I'm
but
not a
my
morning
boss,
person.
his name was Soul Thong.
Huh?
He was an Asian guy.
Oh, okay.
Name was Soul Thong.
Yes.
Every fucking morning, can y'all guess what song was playing when we came in?
Thong by Cisco.
No way.
Because the joke's already going through my head.
Every fucking morning.
You serious?
Swear to God on my life, if I'm lying, I'm dying. Every morning, me and this dude Damon, we would come in and we would stop. We come in and here comes Soul. Thong, 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 thong. Be like, bro, are you fucking serious? Are you serious?
Yo, I hate when people have bad taste in music fucking early in the morning. I don't want to hear that shit.
I don't think he really liked the song. He just thought it was clever. It was funny the very first time he did it. The very first time it was like, yo, that's actually pretty funny.
And he wanted to stay cool.
Yes.
He wanted
it was
to stay
every
cool.
morning. Thong, 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 thong. It's like, all right, bro.
It's getting old.
It's been old. Can you stop?
No.
And he would come dancing down the aisle with his little clipboard. And he knew the words and shit. Yeah. I'm like, bro, if you bust that fucking cartwheel like you did on the beach, I'm gonna punch you in your fucking throat.
That is hilarious.
But yeah, man,
No,
I'm telling you,
sir.
I have a book of this kind of shit where it was just like, bro, working at a health food store, you really learn to hate people.
This is my last one. so do y'all like in apparel shops? Do you unfold the shirts and don't fold them back?
I always fold them back.
I try to fold them back.
It's never right.
I try to fold them back.
It's never right, but I'll at least put in the effort. I'll at least put in the effort.
You gotta imagine, right? It's the same shit with them. Probably even worse. They just folded all of that shit. Your ass going through all these sizes.
Yeah.
No, but usually whenever I go to stores, like they're like already like hung. Like I don't know. I don't really feel like. Typically, things that are folded are not things that I would buy. I'm not going to buy jeans. Like, I would probably buy jeans online, or it's like anything that typically is folded, I'd probably buy online. Or there was a model, like a mannequin, that made me see this, and then that's when I might unfold it. But I kind of know my size. Like, I don't feel like I do a lot of damage in like clothing stores.
Don't trip, man. Just don't trip.
What the hell is going on?
You asshole.
You had to be here. Fuck you, man.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You don't want to go out like that, bro.
Did you see the live?
I sent it to him.
Oh, you ain't shit.
Myke dirty.
You ain't.
I already
shit.
knew. I knew it that day.
You ain't shit.
I knew he could resist himself.
No, she wasn't here.
No, she wasn't here.
Wait.
It was on a Monday.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, yeah, because it was a Frames video.
We thought Ken died.
Bruh.
Why?
Bruh.
He fell.
Them stairs took him out like a UFC fighter.
Bruh.
Damn. That sucks.
Yeah. You would thought somebody fucking
Swept his leg.
what's the nigga name? Stone Cold Steve Austin his ass. Yo. I was legit concerned with my man.
Oh my God.
Sophie, you would have been like,
Bruh.
damn, are you okay? You probably would have got up and tried to help him. Like,
We thought he was dead.
man,
dude.
yo.
Did he get
Nobody
up?
even laughed.
Did he
Well,
get up?
Nate
I got
laughed.
up.
Nate
Yeah.
laughed.
Right
Nate
after?
was the
Yeah.
only one.
Look, here's the thing. Like, yeah. Because I know I get it. Falls are funny. Like, they just are. So
You
you
like a
just
champ, for real.
Yeah, you
Looking
just gotta let it go. It's just part of the game.
Yeah.
Know the game.
He was down for a couple seconds, though.
Because I was like, damn, did this shit really
Yeah, that's what I thought. Did this really happen?
I was trying to process it.
Bruh.
But I was like, yeah, I just like, y'all go ahead, let it out. Let's get it
Man.
out.
I didn't laugh until later. I held it in.
It wasn't that much later.
It was only
like
once Ramil showed me the video. No, it was. That's a lie.
That you asked him.
No, I didn't laugh for a while. Because Rod just stood there like.
Rob was in disbelief.
Nate spun her seat around. Right. And who else was here?
Nick.
Oh, Nick laughed immediately. I forgot. Nick laughed immediately.
He wanted to laugh, but he wouldn't laugh.
Did he? Oh, okay. He held it in?
Yeah. He. Okay. I told him, I said, go ahead. Because Nick was the first one. I was like, go ahead, Nick. He was like, no, I'm not going to laugh now. He said, I'll probably laugh when I get to the house. But
man.
He would.
Oh, my God. It wasn't even funny for me.
It wasn't funny until I saw the video. The video was funny. When it happened, I was really like, oh, he's hurt. It sounded like he hit the ground hard. It sounded like it was when King Kong got knocked down. At the end, he just went.
Because it was the chair.
Yeah.
Because I felt my foot. Because I was right on the edge of that. So right on the edge.
Man.
Nick was right here, and I was trying to walk around Nick.
Yep.
So I was trying to catch the edge of that, but the way I planted my foot, it started to slide.
Man.
So I felt it up. So I tried to I can't even remember the next part. All I know is the chair. I was like, the chair is gonna support and stop me from falling. And the chair just gave out. The chair was like, fuck it. And it just flipped over. And I was like, okay.
I think what was bad is like for the live, you couldn't see you actually fall. It was over here. You just heard. and then it went to you and you went
the video just ended.
I was just like, yo. Oh, is my guy okay?
Yeah.
No, but what's funny to that is Ramil. Ramil was just didn't know what to do.
He didn't.
He was just like.
Didn't.
Did he
just leave?
He was like, I think I'm in trouble. He was like, I think I'm in trouble.
Yo, because that has to be awkward for him, right? Like he's recording the live, trying to do his job.
Yes.
And then that happens. It's like, damn, what do I do?
Because to him, we're all old men. So it's like, what do you do when an old man falls? It's like, damn, yo, do I help him up? Is he just going to get up on his own?
Like,
is he really hurt?
It's so funny.
I can't laugh.
Because we were doing Dead in Sports. You know, I like to get over there. So I like to brace myself on the wall. Because I'm always conscious of that. And we're live. So I remember sitting there. I was like, what y'all do if I fail trying to get up here? I was like, y'all laugh when you get. So I had actually had that conversation jokingly. Because I figured at some point, me trying to get up there, I'm going to slip and fall. It's just the probability is very, very high.
Yep.
So, it's just a matter of time. And I know it's going to happen while we was on live. I just didn't think it would be on that live.
God damn.
So, yeah.
Ever since FIFO fell in California, I am extremely careful
about
with
stages.
any stage I get up on. Because we laugh for probably an hour and a half. I don't need that to be me.
Yeah.
So I'm not falling getting on no stage. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it was a trip.
Really? Welcome to the show, brother.
Hey, I'm happy to be here.
Yep.
You want to do some formal introductions?
Yeah, I kind of pre-introduced you, but he's officially here. Don Bean. Welcome to the show again.
Hey.
So glad to have you filling in for BZ and FIFO.
Got my work cut out for me.
Sure. So you just came back from South Africa, right?
I did.
Oh, how was that? You didn't get kidnapped.
I didn't.
It's good. It's a good thing.
I did not get kidnapped. It was so funny. Like y'all were talking about that, and I was giving you grief. I was like, "Yo, man, that's just anti-black racism that's out here saying everybody getting kidnapped, yada yada yada." And because you were talking about you're going to Nigeria later this year, right?
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Yeah, that's crazy." And then I get over there. And they just like, nah, they crazy in Nigeria. They'll get you. Like, they talking about just like backing up a bunch of stuff Ken's. I was like, oh, I don't want Ken to be right. I don't want to live in a world where Ken is right. But nah, it was cool. It was out in Johannesburg and Pretoria and Cape Town and all of that, Joe. But honestly, like South Africa is like America in a funhouse mirror. Like it's like racism the same. Like it's I go to another. Nah, like, apartheid just ended.
Yeah, so, I remember that shit in high school, man. Yeah, that shit was.
Do you remember when everybody stopped buying Coke?
I remember
for like
about
it was
that.
like for a couple years. I want to say.
Remember
that?
Not remember.
You don't remember that?
It's like a different world episode about it.
Yeah.
Damn, how do
Yeah,
I not
man.
remember that?
We were
Oh,
not
no.
allowed to have Coke in the house. You could not buy Coke. If you were black and somebody saw you with Coke, best believe you were gonna have a fucking lecture.
I think that's when my grandma started drinking Pepsi.
Yeah, see, we were lucky because coming from California, I always liked Pepsi over Coke anyway because it was sweeter.
Yeah.
So I was good, but everybody else, nah, you could not have no goddamn Coke, man. Coke supported apartheid. Can't have no Coke.
Yeah, that was a crazy situation. But, yeah. So anyway, we just finished up the recommendations, and then we just what we normally do. Got off into a side conversation
As always.
Yeah. So you're right on time. So let's jump into topics of the week. Brother Rod.
Uh-oh. What you got?
It's not necessarily a topic. I had a question for everyone.
Sure.
Because I've seen this I've seen it before, but I didn't realize it was actually a thing. And I'm just trying to see first if it's a thing with y'all. Do y'all get anxiety talking on the phone or answering the phone?
No.
Absolutely.
You
High anxiety. I'm
No.
sorry. I'm the only one just talking.
No.
My anxiety goes through the roof when someone's calling me.
Okay.
Why?
Anybody else?
I don't know.
Like it could be somebody you know.
Well, my mom. Yeah, actually, everybody.
I can't say that I do.
I'd be annoyed, but it's like,
Yeah.
no.
You be annoyed?
No, like, oh, go ahead. Oh, I mean, like, if it's not a call, like, if it's not somebody that I would regularly talk to, I'm like, why the fuck are you calling me? But it's not like, oh my God. Like, it's just kind of like, okay, what's up?
You say you don't?
I can't say that I do.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a different context for anxiety, and if that's the word I would use, but I don't think so. I think
the word is annoyance.
Probably, yeah. I get like annoyed, like, why aren't we texting about this?
Okay, cool. So that's good too then. Annoyed, anxiety, anxious, or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always thought that was weird. Like, I never understood why. I'm sorry.
Thanks,
I don't mean to
Rod.
call you weird. And I know you know that. I know you know that. But, and anybody else, I'm not calling you weird either. But I'm just saying, like, I didn't know that was a thing. I really did not know that was a thing. I was like, because I come from the era of talking on the phone. Like, I not texting and stuff. So
It depends. Because it might seem like an emergency. Like, if you call me sometimes, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. Well, just because I feel like you text so often. So it's like, if you call, it's something more urgent, I would think. But sometimes it's not always.
See, I wondered if it's because we're in this era of, like, using our phones like that all the time. And like, people really don't know what to say on the spot or whatever.
Oh, I know what to say on the spot.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I thought it was weird because it was people that I actually, like, know that I saw, like, having these issues. And I was just like, oh, snap. I didn't know that was actually a thing, like for people.
Mine is really, really bad. Like, and the thing about it, the thing that annoys me, I've never told y'all this, obviously, apparently, but my other friends know this, and they still do it. Like, I think they might just think it just bugs me, but if I'm on the phone for an extended period of time, my heart starts beating fast. I feel like I'm hot, and I need to get the fuck off the phone. Because but there's only a few of my friends that will do that. Like, my sister will call me, and then she'll keep me on the phone for an hour and a half. Half the time, she's not even talking to me. She's just talking to other people or herself. That shit, I love my sister, but it really drives my anxiety up, and I feel myself getting angry.
Yeah.
And then I know
I
that
can relate to that, though.
I know if I don't hang up the phone, I'm either gonna pick a fight or I'm gonna take something she says the wrong way, and I'm gonna bug out, which has happened.
So have you identified the reasoning behind that or whatever? Or?
I think I would probably know what it might be for me. And again, it doesn't really happen often. Like, if I'm talking to somebody that, like, sometimes I could talk to somebody that I like to talk to, but if I feel like our conversation has been fleshed out and I'm done and you're just still rambling type of shit, I feel trapped. Like, I've got to start making up an excuse to get the fuck off the phone without seeming like an asshole. And then it's kind of like, can we wrap this shit up? Like, I used to be like that at my at my old job because I had to take a lot of phone calls. And for work, that shit was terrible with my temperament because I'd be like, damn, I gotta do this because I gotta fucking get a check, but like I really don't want to fucking talk to nobody at all. And I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. I
Do you
literally
remember
don't
when
care.
at work they put me back on the phone?
Holy
You might have been
shit.
gone by then, but you were still there, and you were still there, obviously. But
I hate making phone calls.
I never
for work.
said, but yeah, that was one of the reasons why I didn't want to go back to doing consulting stuff.
Period.
When I had to make phone calls again,
Mm-mm.
it was like when they would try to start small talk, I would just get really fucking pissed off.
Like, what
I
is
would
this
get really
for?
angry. I'd be like, look, I'm calling you for X, Y, and Z. Give me X, Y, and Z and get me the fuck off this phone.
Yep.
Yeah.
But luckily, most of like my friends, unless y'all have a story or if you just need something real quick, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
But if it's just on some like, hey man, I just want to see how you're doing.
Yeah.
No.
I got,
Not
yeah.
No.
Right.
You live down the road. If you want to see how I'm doing, let's meet up. What we're not about to do
Right.
is sit on this phone
That's too intense.
for
though.
fucking 45 minutes and we're just chit-chatting. But if something crazy happened, like if you were somewhere and you saw somebody fall and it was funny, and you're like, yo, I gotta call Myke.
Yeah.
Myke, you're not gonna believe this shit. Guess what
Right.
happened? You're telling me a story?
Right.
I'm more than fine with that because
Okay.
I'm engaged.
Okay.
But if it's just like I'm calling you just because I feel like calling
Just shooting
and I want
shit.
no,
Just like, yeah.
absolutely not. I'm gonna hang this phone up.
It's changed over the years.
What you mean? What part?
When we used to be able to call and talk to people on the phone,
Just,
and
yeah.
don't even think about any of that stuff.
I never
Talk
liked that
about
shit,
today.
dude. I
Really?
never liked that shit. If you're
Girlfriends
calling me,
too?
oh, girlfriends is worse. If
Even back
you're
when there were not cell phones.
yes,
and-
if you're calling me, you need to be calling me to hang out. Well, if they're calling for a little bit of that, I'm fine. But
You take that call any
or
day.
that,
You take that call any day.
I'm joking, ladies. What were you saying?
No, I was just talking about, the phones that had the little cord and shit. Yeah.
Oh no.
Landline shit.
No, I was never one of those guys that's like, yeah, baby, you hang up first. No, you hang up first. You tell me to hang up first. Okay.
You never was like that?
No.
I break up with you for that. Hell no.
No.
I break up over that.
Cool. I have to
you,
be single.
you're in different times. Though.
I have to be single. I'm not sitting on the fucking phone.
That is
And I've
funny.
dated women fairly
Yeah.
recently that would just be like,
For me, it depends. Like if I was into her, I would. But if I wasn't, yeah, it's like nah.
if I'm
not
into
doing
you,
this.
I'm just gonna go to your house.
But you couldn't.
But
do that
every
back in the day
time,
like that.
damn.
Wait,
You couldn't
what
do
now?
that back in the day.
No,
like
I'm talking
that.
about now.
Yeah,
I'm
every
talking about now.
time.
Yeah.
But even then, I'd be like, well, if you're calling me, let's just hang out tomorrow.
Was
Why
it
are
like
we-
that though?
Ew.
I'm
Was
talking
what?
about like
You like a teenager.
yeah,
like,
teenager.
nah.
You're not just doing that. You were doing that at teenage.
Yeah, because
You were
my mom-
wilding out there. In the
No, my
streets. Oh shit.
First of all, I didn't have a gaggle of women that were
Okay.
calling me.
all right.
Well, mainly because I use words like gaggle.
He's like, this nigga just said, "Gabble, I'll talk to you later."
What the fuck you call me?
Like, girl, I just called this nigga. He said gaggle.
It's a gaggle. I don't
like,
do that gaggle shit. I don't do that. I don't know what videos you be watching. I don't do that gaggle shit. But no, like I didn't have a gang of girls calling my house when I was in
Yeah.
high school. But the girls I dated, because I had a steady throughout most of high school. But no, she knew don't fucking call me and sit on the phone with me. Like,
Oh,
no.
damn, that's so
I'll
dry.
I'll see you tomorrow.
We need
You live down
multiple
the
forms of
road.
communication.
Nah, get
And
a
then when I
ride to the
see you in person,
Kroger.
it'd be a different vibe. To be
What
honest,
vibe?
when I'm with somebody in person, that's when I talk less. Because we just
Really?
hell yeah. Because I'm just
Oh, I'll break up
I'm
your
doing
ass
me,
then.
you doing you. We just around each other. But when I'm talking to you, actively calling you, it's like, what's up? Hey, like, what's
I would
going
get
on?
so pissed off if we talked on the phone and you were just blah 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 blah, and then we hang out and you're just all silent. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with
Not every
you?
time, but like the more that you're with somebody in person, like to you, to me, when what you're saying seems like, hey, you're calling me and like I'm gonna interrupt you, but why don't we just hang out tomorrow if you want to talk right now?
No, I would interrupt her. No, I've never done that.
Well, wait for a fucking moment of
Yes.
whatever, and then
Yes.
say it. So
Yes.
it's kind of like with that logic, if it was somebody who called you every day, y'all are basically hanging out every day.
She's not going to call me every day because I'm going to put a stop to that immediately. It would if we're dating, I'm going to let you know ahead of time. I don't like talking on the phone
Oh hell no!
unless you're out of the city. If you live in fucking Marietta, okay, you can call me because we can't see each other, all the time. You live down the road, don't fucking call my phone unless you're being like, yo, you want to meet up? You want to come over? Unless you really have something to tell me. But if you're just calling me because
What if they just want to get to know you better?
Get to know me face to face. This phone, I don't like it. I just don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. And that's the thing that aggravates me. If I tell you that it makes me uncomfortable and you still do it, then that means you don't give a fuck about what I'm saying. So I don't need to be with you anyway.
So you wouldn't compromise. That's something that's uncompromisable to you.
That is definitely something that is not a compromise.
Well, at least you tell them up front, because
I do, you know. I'm not going to just be passive aggressive about it. You know, I'll tell you immediately.
Why do you ask, Rod?
Because, like I said, I started seeing it a lot, and then it makes me second guess when I call people. Because I tend to call people a lot, just to. And when I call people, I'm not calling people just to shoot the shit.
You've never called me to chit chat.
Right.
Really
Never. It's always something very specific.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I think the longest person I've talked to is probably Ken and Sophie early on when she was first getting on. But it's usually just for information or whatever, or trying to figure something out. Oh yeah, you too. Yeah. So and then
everyone but Mike.
So yeah, because we'll start texting, Adam and I.
But then it gets annoying, like trying to do details.
I'll just call.
That's different.
So that's why I normally call. But then when I started seeing people, I'm like, damn. I'm started thinking about my close associates and friends. I'm like, damn, are they aggravated when I call them?
No, that doesn't bother me. Because whenever you call me, you specifically want something, and you've never held me on the phone.
Yeah.
I only get annoyed when I'm held on the phone, there's like a long silence, or there's like you're not actively telling me something, then I start getting pissed.
Yeah,
but it's like, you have something to tell me?
Yeah.
I don't mind that at all.
Got you.
What if we just want to probe?
Probe what?
I don't know, like probe. Like,
I'd rather probe in person.
Yeah, sure you would.
I'm actually mad that I wasn't thinking that. I'm mad that I missed that one. It's just out there. But nah, I'm not.
I totally get the anxiety from a work perspective.
Hello?
Because I mean, it's work.
Don't fucking call me.
I'm like, why? Anything could be happening at work, and it sacrifices like paycheck and all that stuff. So like when I was at the job and they'd want us to like, one of the reasons I had that gig was because it's like I'm writing on the back end. I shouldn't have to be dealing with customers or advertisers or sales.
Yep.
And then when they did, it was just like my heart, like all of that. So I completely get that part of it. But in just casual conversation, that doesn't get to me. Like the annoying part is real. If I'm on the phone with someone and then they are kind of this, what you were describing about your sister, Myke, just that like, if they're having like a bunch of side conversations and I feel like they've forgotten that I'm on the phone.
Oh,
that will annoy
well,
the
that's
shit
annoying though.
Like I will be like,
yeah.
All right, I'm about to get out of. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna miss. About to get out of here, folks.
Yeah, my sister does that too. I mean, maybe it's just a sibling thing.
Maybe, but it don't work for me.
Yes, it is. My sister does that all the fucking time. She'll call me.
Are you talking to me or
her kids? Like, I don't give a fuck to hear what you're talking about.
Man, my sister will pick up the phone talking to somebody else.
Hello?
You call me. And you
call me, nigga.
Like, why didn't you pick up the phone? Like, why didn't you pick up the phone when you still having a conversation with somebody else?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead. That's it.
I just realized the number fucking one, when somebody calls me and they're eating.
Oh, man.
I will lose it. I will fucking lose it.
Oh, you would never have to worry about that.
I don't like that shit.
Yeah, if I hear that shit on the phone, bro, because like, even if I hear like, if I can tell there's food in your fucking mouth, hang up! Why are you calling me? Go eat your fucking food, and when you're done, call me back. But why am I here? And then what the fuck is wrong with you?
That sounds like a gaggle.
Don't gaggle on the phone with me.
Oh, shit.
That's annoying.
But I get anxiety before the phone call even starts. That's when it's worse, actually.
What?
When before the phone call even starts, like if I know like someone is gonna call me at like 12:50, my anxiety is high. Because I just do not want
like
to
them job interview calls be sending me through the roof, dog. I be fucking panicked the day before.
Yes.
Yeah, I get that.
I think it just depends on each individual's communication style. So I just kind of adjust accordingly. So I know if I need something from FIFO, as an example, I gotta call him because he don't
text. Yeah.
If I need an answer right away, if there's something detailed that I know a text won't work, I'm gonna call Rod. B, I could text with B. you know,
Because you don't get the same amount of detail in the text. And you don't get it in person. So
Right.
it don't matter.
I called him the other day about something, and he did that same thing. He was like, "Hold on, Ken," and he was talking to somebody in the background. I'm like, "Bro, you could have just called me back. Like, you didn't have to pick up, right away." And then there are other people I know they're gonna call, and then they just don't know how to get off the phone, and they just like to talk. So
you spoke to my mom then. Like that's definitely my mom.
Those are the ones that I'm like, oh man. Like I know there's something they want, but they don't know how they just get off the phone. They just keep going on. And on.
I feel that.
So
How do y'all? I mean, not that anyone would like this, but like, I found that like I hate like in an argument or whatever, like hanging up on me is the like.
Black people hate that.
It's the absolute like worst thing.
You never spit in my face.
I'm guilty of that.
Yes. I'm with you 100%.
I hang up on my parents when they annoy me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you lost your fucking mind?
Well, it'd be like,
your dad just possessed me for a hot minute. Are you serious?
no, like not like mid, like they're literally mid-sentence type shit, but like toward the end, if they're just taking too long and we were about to hang up within the next 30 seconds, or okay, bye. Like, I'm over this. I'd be over it.
Never in life. It's always, all right, I love you. Bye.
I love you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I love my mom.
That's,
Is that
but
weird?
You know that, though. You know that. Like, I don't got to say that every time. My dad don't even be saying I love you back sometimes. He'd be like, okay, bye.
my mom, and when my dad got older, we would say,
You should tell your parents you love them more often.
You don't know
man.
if it's the last time.
They know I do.
Right.
Yeah,
but you should
can't do
still
that. You gotta-
say it.
They want to hear you say it.
They
man.
do want to hear you say it.
They
Even
do.
if they don't say it, they
Trust
want to
me,
hear you say it.
They want to hear you say it.
Yeah.
Well,
I know I be feeling some type of way. My daughter never says she loves me.
no wonder you feel away.
I bet that kills you.
Not
It kills me.
Yeah.
She never. I
You
have to
seem
say
like
it
the
first.
type that wants to be validated like
Bro,
that.
come on.
Mine don't either, but they hug all the damn time.
I don't hug either.
Oh, Jesus, you were just
that is-
mean.
Now that gets on my nerves. You want to talk about something that irritates me?
Hugging.
Not hugging?
Not hugging?
Hugging. When Kendall comes in there, I just want to hug.
Oh,
And he just like,
shit.
ugh. I just like,
Oh, my son, man. Damn, kid.
yes.
You just push him off.
It's something about people touching me. I don't like it.
That is so.
That's my thing.
Oh, see, I like
Happy
physical
and warm
contact.
and
It
weird.
is. It's like, why
I
are you
don't
doing
know.
this?
That is so
I just feel
crazy.
like,
Wow.
That was gonna be my follow up if nobody entertained this, but since we are entertaining the but the hug shit, like my son hugged me before I left today, and it fucking melt my heart.
Oh, he's like a thug, so if he's hugging, you know he loves you.
Yeah, right. I'm like, damn, Nick, you hugging me? Right. That's what's up. My son hard as hell. Yeah, I was brushing my teeth and he came in the bathroom
that's
and
cute as hell, man.
damn, Ken.
Yeah.
It's like annoying to you, like impulsive. Like
I get mad. I get mad.
It just feels claustrophobic, kind of. Like, it just feels like, damn, I can't run from this.
It's a kid.
Especially when it's too long. Like
Well, if
you
it's
could
a
like,
kid.
what's the you could just tap. Like, he'll just be like, I'm like, man, nigga, let
man.
go. Like, I got it. I understand.
Ken, don't do that to your black son.
I don't say anything. I keep it internal. Yeah, because I don't want to scar the kid.
Don't scar
Because I
him.
knew how I was growing. You know, I
Yeah.
probably would have longed for that. Yeah. But if I'm sitting and working,
Oh,
he
that's
just got
fucking
up,
funny.
hey, and he just come in there.
It's important, man.
I know, I get it. I understand all
It's
that.
important.
I try to.
So do you console your kids when they cry?
No,
No, I don't blame you on that.
Nah, that's
I'm out.
hard, yeah.
No.
For guys, the guys don't deal with crying.
For real. Don't cry around
Yeah.
me.
Guys don't deal well with crying. I probably can speak for everybody. We do not deal well with crying.
No.
Really?
Unless you are shot. Even then.
We don't know what to do. We like, yo, I think we had this conversation
We
before.
did.
We did.
I'm like, yo, I don't know what I
did.
don't know what to do. And I, like, his
I
name
like
said, she like,
fixing.
just hold me. I'm like, I don't. You're crying. I don't know what you. I don't know really.
Yes.
Really. I'm so confused.
I'm
I don't know
super
what to
confused.
do. I don't know what to do.
What do I do? What do you want? But no, I like hugs, man. I like physical
touch.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's
I'm
your-
cool with hugs, man. I just don't,
Let me find out that's Mike's love language.
Yeah. I'm a very, like, if I'm on a couch with not
Yeah.
a homie, but if I'm on the couch with, like, my girl,
Mhm.
and she's sitting on the other side of the couch, I'm gonna be like, okay, what's wrong?
Mhm.
What's the problem? What did I do?
Mm.
Like, you have to be right here. It has to be that thigh-to-thigh contact.
Damn.
It has to be all of that. Like
I never thought that.
Yeah, I like physical touch. I just, I don't like strangers touching me now.
Okay, got you.
That shit will put me
I
over
thought
the
you
top.
mentioned that before. Yeah,
I don't like people I don't know touching me.
Okay, got you. But people you close to,
Yeah.
you want I got
people
you.
I'm close to, yeah, man. Like if I go out of town and I come back and I see a home, yeah, we got a hug. It's not gonna be some like, good to see you. No.
Got you.
But if it's a stranger, don't touch me.
Give them the man hug, the one arm around the shoulder, be like, hey man, it's good to see you, bro.
I'm trying to
The
think if I
church
do
hug?
that.
the
That's
double.
lame.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm trying to think. Do I do that to strangers?
Oh, you just be embracing, huh?
I might just give them the, this
Not
shit.
today's time.
Yeah,
but
and
back
that's
in the
it.
day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And if they lean in, I might lean back.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, touching just that's and I have a family that are touchers. That's their love language. So it's a very, very
Just awkward for
I don't mind. So I think the thing I don't like when people laugh and they gotta touch you. The people who they will bust out laughing and they
I do that. I do that. I'm sorry if I've done it to you. I do that all the time. I do that all the time.
I'm like, I don't know why you
Now I
can't
know.
keep that to yourself.
Why?
Why is that?
Why is that an issue with you?
Because that part doesn't need to be communal. That's we are both laughing at it. That's already we already together in that. We don't need to touch and agree. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know.
Oh shit!
That
I do
is
that
funny.
all.
Yeah, you do.
the
But I don't have a
time.
problem with it. That's funny. You have a problem with that.
I'm good for if I'm laughing real hard, I'll totally grab somebody's shoulder.
Yes.
And just keep laughing. I don't know why. I'm thinking passing on the energy.
Yeah.
I want you to laugh as hard as I am.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Nah, that makes sense. Damn, that's crazy.
Hmm.
That's
Brown
why-
used to do that.
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Yeah,
he does.
Yes. Brown is an absolute.
Just saying
touch.
hi, he would touch his
Yep.
shoulder.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Big
I
kid,
didn't
big kid.
Yep.
Yep.
Every single time.
I didn't mind it.
But again, it's just okay, here you go. I
You had to brace yourself.
I'm like, here we go. Let me
You had
just
to
go and
brace
get out of the way.
yourself.
But now when Robert come up want to touch on you and be like, hey, how you doing? Like, get your fucking punk ass off my motherfucking shoulder,
Same
boy.
thing with Fort Knox. You knew it was coming with Fort Knox.
Oh, yeah, you gotta
just
take it.
ready. Be like, all right,
Right,
here we
bro.
go. Let's get it out the way.
Yeah, you gotta just prepare. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do fucking, you gotta do P90X before you see Fort Knox. Because he's gonna take your whole shoulder out the socket.
Is that still a thing, P90X?
I don't know, but
Because I haven't heard that in a minute.
I don't think
I don't
so.
think
I don't know. I did it for like a month and now it's just
That
stupid.
was, yeah, that was
hurts.
all the craze.
Wasn't
back in
that
the day.
around the time? Was that dude Sean T had hip hop abs or something like that?
Right.
Yeah. You don't remember that?
Oh yeah.
He would dance around. You remember that shit? Oh man.
He got the moves.
That was the one move. Busting like this.
I'm like, I could try that one.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do this.
How did I miss this?
Oh no.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh no. B was even doing it for a while.
Who was?
B. Hip hop abs?
RB?
RB.
Oh, he
Shut
was doing
the
the
fuck
P90X thing.
Yep.
No, he
Yes.
wasn't.
Yes,
Wait,
he did.
he said hip hop abs. B was doing hip hop. Wait, you say hip hop abs?
P90X. He did
Oh, I'm
P90X.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
okay.
P90X.
My bad,
P90X. I got him too. I got him confused.
I'm like, let me catch B out here fucking doing this.
He was
shit.
doing P90X. Yeah.
I remember the P90X.
Yeah, he was doing that for a
Because I
while.
was going to try it, but I just never got around to it.
I mean, it works, but it hurts.
Yeah, okay.
I don't like pain like that. So I was like, I'm good. I'll just have, a little extra,
But yeah, that was just something I wanted to thought. It was something I had thought about. I didn't know if it was anything else y'all had quirks. You said people touching you when they laugh. And
Mine
did you
is
have
just-
anything else?
Mine's just the phone.
Just
and
the phone
smacking on
shit?
food in general. But
You said just touching you in general.
Mhm.
Did you have anything that just annoys you?
everything.
That people just
apparently.
regular
saying I
shit?
love you apparently. Is,
Right, yeah, that's right.
No. Well, like that people do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. That people do. I mean, I'm sure I have hundreds, but I can't think of any on the spot.
Yeah, that was just something like
I don't like when
So
people.
what? Do you have any?
I don't know if I have many things that annoy me like that. I'm pretty
Yeah,
chill
I have
yeah.
something.
Mhm.
I don't like when people go on and on and on and on.
about the same thing. Like kind of like talking.
It could be like on and on about the same subject or something like, and then you know what that makes me think about this, and then like that whole thing. It's just kind of
Yeah.
like,
But you come here every week?
Yeah, rambling.
well,
Yeah.
just like I don't know. Just like after a certain amount of time, I'd be like,
It's rambling.
I feel like
I've
the walls
noticed
are
you do
closing
that.
in or some shit.
I've
Yeah, she
noticed you do
tunes
that.
out.
She does it here.
Yep, every week she
Yep.
tunes out.
Yeah.
She get to the point where she be like, all right, I'm done. Back.
Yeah, like I just gotta
Okay,
recuperate.
Sophie's checked out.
So
She's done with this topic.
Yep.
5 minutes in, Sophie checked out. You gotta yell her name.
I give you a good 10, but woo, child.
But just so I'm clear, when y'all call me, I don't feel that way. I swear to God, I've honestly never felt that with any of the people here.
Definitely
Because
think about
The
it. though,
lies.
like-
The lies and the fallacies.
no, because none of y'all have ever called me to chit chat.
Yeah,
It's to
that's
tell
true.
me a
Okay.
wild ass story,
That's true.
or if you specifically need something.
I'd be scared to
And
call
that's-
you.
I mean, I can't see any reason why you want to call me unless you like you wanted a can of Aki fruit. I'll go get you one, but that's not a long phone call.
I know where to get.
I'm just saying. Oh, Aki, I keep fucking that up. But yeah,
Where's
anyway.
the awe come from? The Aki.
It's just an American thing, I think. Just an ignorant American thing. Aki.
Like Aki and saltfish?
Yes.
Oh. I didn't know what
Do you say Aki or Aki?
Aki.
I mean, I know I'm wrong. I was just thinking, I was trying to see if he's gonna be wrong with me.
I can say Aki though if you want me to.
Okay.
It's
Just
a little
today.
weird. I don't know.
Yes. Anyway,
That's hilarious. What you got, Mike?
I don't have a topic, man.
Great.
It was just
Well, not like great, but you know what I'm saying? Like because they're typically kind of negative, you know? So it's just
Another one.
No, well,
She with the double win.
No.
You know what I'm saying? What else, Sophie?
no, but like, you know,
God
it's just
damn.
good that nothing overly consumed you
Oh,
this
that's
week.
what you're saying.
It did. I just didn't want to bring it today.
Oh,
I mean,
I figured that's what.
well, then we might have the same one then.
No, we don't have. No.
What do you have?
We-
Then?
Oh, damn. Well, I guess I took yours this
Well,
week.
I was gonna say I don't have a topic. I have a story, which is why I want to make sure Adam was here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're gonna. Okay, I'll fine. I'll just,
Yeah. No, I was.
Fuck me, Jay.
He was ready to tell a story now.
I'll just drink my fucking water. I'll be quiet. Shit. God damn.
Okay.
The Ken Show. He's like, he the captain, bro.
Oh, God.
Okay. So I hate that I even have to fucking bring this up. But anyways.
You wouldn't have to. You want me to tell my damn.
Sorry?
Huh?
Huh?
Well,
What happened?
I don't want to be disrespectful by like doing like a bullet point of this, you know, like I really want to flush it out, but like I don't know if we'll see if I have the energy to.
Okay.
So Anthony J. Thompson Jr. is now dead. He is a 17-year-old who was shot in his high school bathroom by a police officer. What had happened? Right. They deemed it, well, when it first happened, they deemed it as like they weren't sure if it was a mass shooting. They just heard shooting in the school, so they went on lockdown. They weren't sure how to report it exactly. What happened was there was this white girl who was 17 dating this black guy. They were in one of those relationships that the parents didn't really approve of. What happened was the mom, I guess, was trying to talk to the daughter about it. And she was like, I guess she gave a statement saying that, I really, like the young man overall, but he definitely had some problems. And I just don't feel like he was right for my daughter, da-da-da-da-da. I guess the girl went into the principal's office and like tried to go home early one day. And the mom, approved it. So she went to go pick, or I guess the girl came home. I guess she had like some of her hair kind of pulled out and she was a little bit bruised or something. And the mom grilled her about it. Like, what's going on? Like, why do you look like that? Did you get in a fight or whatever? And I guess the daughter said that she got into a disagreement with her boyfriend where things got physical. And the mom was like, I'm not fucking with that. So she called the police to file a police report.
Okay.
The police came to the house. They filed a police report and they asked if, where the guy was located because they were going to go and arrest him. They went to the school and went into the bathroom where he was at and shot him dead.
There's no other details? Was he armed?
Well, they asked the mom when they came to file their police report if he was armed, and she said no. She was like, I have no reason to think that he is armed. And so they were like, all right, we're going to go and make an arrest.
Did the cops say he was armed is what I'm asking.
You said this was in school?
Yeah, this was in school. So
shouldn't have been.
That's crazy.
So the warrant was for like assault and battery.
I would assume they wanted,
something like that. Hair was pulled, Before the police officer left, he asked if there was any reason to believe that the kid was armed. Perkins, her mom, said that she was careful to emphasize that she didn't think so. Her daughter said her daughter even explained that he was wearing skinny jeans and had nowhere to conceal a weapon. So, yeah, they left the house. And then later on, she saw a helicopter hovering above the school not long after, I guess via the news. And they got news that there was a lockdown at the school and she knew something bad had happened. Now the mom is all regretful. I wish I didn't call the police. I didn't know they were going to do that. And now I have to get therapy for my daughter and blah, 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 blah. So anyways, upon investigation, part 2 to this story is that no charges are going to be brought against the officer.
But there's no details as far as what the cop said happened?
I don't...
Because I feel like that's kind of important to the story.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me see. So this could have been prevented. So all of this article is basically from her perspective. This one here, no charges will be brought against the officer in Tennessee school shooting, says... hang on 1 second.
And where's this at again?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
This article does make it seem like he had a
Interesting.
gun,
Okay.
but I'm trying to find. It just says that the officer's actions were found reasonable in light of the danger they faced because of the student's gun. She said the shot from the officer was justified under 2 state laws: self-defense and defense of another. But it's not like this isn't written really directly to Sophie's
Yeah,
work,
this
so I
one
can't
kind of seems similar. Let's see. According to the video, 4 officers responded to the school after a domestic abuse call from the mother. The officers went into the bathroom where they believed he was, but Allen's office said the officers did not know Thompson was carrying a handgun. The next steps occurred in less than 15 seconds. The video shows the officers locating and then attempting to handcuff Thompson. One officer grabbed Thompson's right arm, but Thompson's left arm was in his sweatshirt pocket where the video shows he was holding a handgun. The barrel of the weapon could be seen peeking through a pocket. Thompson's weapon went off, hitting a trash can, but not any of the officers. The shot confused the officers into thinking their lives were in danger and potentially injured. So, yeah, this particular article explains a little bit more about it. Now, I haven't seen a video at all relating to any of this. I'm assuming there might be one for the public to view, unless this is just something that the police came up with.
I assume it's body cam video that's talking about.
Maybe, possibly. I mean, I would assume so because I don't really see someone else like walking in there with a phone camera. I don't think that would be accurate, especially if there are 4 officers. I'm sure that they have it on lockdown at that point. But yeah, I don't really know what to say.
It would help because nobody's going to really, really believe that story that he had a gun. Well, did I say nobody? There will be people that won't believe the police's story.
Right.
That he had a gun. So they would like to see visual evidence, especially what happened with the Toledo kid.
Yeah.
You know, where they came out and basically lied about that. And it turned out that he didn't factually have a gun at the time of the shooting.
Right.
You know, same thing with Makia Bryant, the one that was shot when she was about to stab that girl, you know, up against the car. There was a lot of misinformation going out about that.
Right.
You know, that got LeBron James in trouble because he jumped the gun on that without all the facts. Yeah.
What did he do?
So he had tweeted that you're next and tweeted a picture of the guy. Daniel Reardon, I think, is the guy that shot Makia Bryant.
That's all he put was "you're next"?
That's all he put was "you're next."
Okay.
And he had to take it down, but because he didn't see the video at the time. He didn't have all the facts. I should say it that way. So he just thought that.
And even that video, I don't really think gives like a clear, accurate depiction of what actually transpired. Because I've seen even like lawyers and stuff like depict what actually happened from her perspective, being that she was in foster care and being that she was so young and being that I guess these people kept coming to her house to basically like bully her every day. And she couldn't really do anything about it. And she wasn't the one who actually called the cops. The younger sister was to kind of, I guess, protect her. And from my understanding, what I heard was that she was basically like getting jumped. And so she did that in self-defense.
Yeah, any way you look at it, it didn't need to happen.
Period.
Right? Period. It didn't need to happen.
I mean, I just don't really understand the justifiable, like, hey, I have, like, you know, I'm Dylan Roof. I'm this mass murderer. I'm ex white guy who shot up whoever the fuck, or, you know, didn't shoot somebody, but basically still have this armed machine on me. And they're like, all right, guys, give it up. Let's go get something to eat. Come with me.
I think their argument with this one, because I read a lot about that stuff too, and this one was not a confusing one, but it was a bit more nuanced than our average case.
Yeah.
But I think their argument is mostly, you know, he shot her in protection of the person she was about to stab. Which part of me understands that. The other part of me more so goes to, this is why I think that it shouldn't just be cops showing up to these situations.
Period.
It should be maybe cops, social workers, you know, people that are actually more equipped to talk someone down when something like this is happening. And, you know, after we just had a situation where the cop supposedly confused her taser and gun,
allegedly,
I kind of wish that happened in this case, you know. Of course, we can't say if the taser would have put her down or whatever, but at least try something before you have to kill this 15-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Did they even, does Columbus, Ohio Police Department have tasers?
I think, don't all of them have tasers these
I would
days?
assume so. I would think
I thought all of them, I mean, I could be wrong though.
They're like $16 on Amazon. I would hope you just have one.
Yeah, I thought all of them had tasers at this point, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
This one is you know, a little weird for me because she was definitely about to stab that little girl. I mean, so I can't be that outraged over what happened.
Where was this at again?
In Columbus, Ohio. Because if you're the person in pink, and you're about to be like stabbed right here, you know, what would you want if you were in that situation? Be stabbed?
Well, it's not really about what the girl in pink wants. It's about how this officer is protecting and serving, right? So I get you.
And serving the person that was about to be fatally stabbed.
Everybody.
Possibly.
His responsibility is to everyone there, right? This way I look at it, at least. Again, this isn't me speaking for anybody else. It's me, right? So I look at that and I say, I understand why what happened. I just think that there could have been a way for everyone to walk away from that still breathing.
Yeah.
I don't think she needed to be shot.
So I do agree that looking at this, I hope part of the discussion that comes out of this is like, what are the other alternative ways we can stop a person from violently attacking or possibly killing somebody else? Viva, like taser or something like that. You know, so, but I can't necessarily fault the officer in this particular situation, you know, because she was, I mean, it's clear as day.
I can fault I think you're trying to say something. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You sure?
I'm good. Right
okay. I feel you. I don't know. I get what you're saying.
I'm just conflicted on this one.
I get what you're saying. I think more than faulting the officer, I think I would fault the department and the system itself, as opposed, like, train them to do something where lethal force is your absolute last resort. But I do understand, if that was my daughter in the pink, even if she was doing something wrong, if that was my daughter, I'd be like, well, shit, I would want the cop to protect my daughter from getting stabbed.
But not shoot and kill her, though.
No. My daughter would be the pink, the girl in the pink.
No, I know. I'm just saying, but you wouldn't, even if you wanted your daughter protected, you want the officer to shoot and kill the other person?
Probably, if it's going to protect my daughter from living.
Or Miles,
you want them to shoot and kill that person?
But that's speaking strictly from an emotional standpoint.
Yes.
That's not speaking from a social responsibility standpoint. Okay. So what I'm saying is, if my daughter was the one in pink that went there trying to fuck with this girl and ended up getting attacked with a knife, as a parent, I can only imagine, I don't have kids, but as a parent, I imagine I would want the officer to do whatever it took to ensure that my daughter lived. We can have a discussion later.
Even if she was in the wrong.
We can have a discussion later about why you were there, what you were doing, all of that. I don't think a parent is going to stop and be like, well, you know, my daughter was in the wrong, and therefore But
I think too, though, like that whatever it took piece, it's like a to your point, there's degrees to that, because she doesn't have to be shot center mass,
right,
to die,
right,
for it to be like for your daughter to live, your daughter, the one who's the victim in that moment. And so I do think there's like, you know, is there, you know, the taser, the leg shots, the whatever is going to take this person off the square. Also, I'd say that girl was failed long before this ever happened, besides even just the foster care system and all of that. I didn't watch that video, but from those shots, there's a crowd of adults who are watching this whole thing, you know what I'm saying, play out. So there's this community, this social part that's also like, you know what I'm saying, that's at fault in a way.
Like
in
egging
these
her
regards.
on type of thing.
And
Like,
no, go ahead.
No, I've seen that part of the discussion because when I was having this discussion with my in-laws, and there was that part that you mentioned was discussed. Like every other person that was there before the cops were called could have intervened and possibly prevented the situation from happening to the point where it got before it got to the point where Ma'Khia Bryant was threatening basically this girl's life.
Yeah.
So all of that, the system, the training about center mass versus shooting in the leg, all of these things that's around that definitely failed, Ma'Khia Bryant before the shots even happened.
I didn't see the full video. I don't even know if it was. Is there a full video out?
I watched it.
Yeah, I fell for it again.
Oh, okay.
I didn't read what happened, and I just clicked the video on Twitter, and I watched it.
Okay.
I didn't know she died when I watched it because I wouldn't have clicked it.
And it happened really quick.
It was very fast.
Yeah.
It was within, it was less than a minute after the cop got out of the car that he shot
he was
this
running
girl.
up there, and somebody was kicked on the ground or whatever, and then she got up,
right,
and then she went to attack the girl.
But see, that's the other part of the story that people are leaving out when you're talking about the adults that were there. That's the part that fucked me up because there are adults right there when it's happening, and it got to the point where Ma'Khia, when she pushes one girl over, one of the adults comes over and kicks the girl on the ground's head. So it's like, what is happening here? But personally, I think that is a completely different discussion versus what we're talking about with the police officer. With that situation, it's really sad because you have adults that should be trying to protect these kids and counsel and mentor, and you're not doing that.
Going back to the officer, like I said, I didn't see the video, but was he in a position to tell her to stand down at all?
He did tell her to stand down.
So he did tell her to stand down, and she kept going.
You're enraged, so I mean, just.
So outside of stand down, do we think, is it a situation where he could have fired a shot in the air? And people scatter when you hear shots.
The cops don't do that. So when you're talking about center mass versus leg,
I'm not talking about shooting them, but just firing off.
No,
a
I
shot.
I know, but I don't think any department trains cops to do that. But see, that's why I was saying this is an issue with. Say again.
That's the larger problem.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. That's why I was saying that the problem really is with the department and the system itself because they train officers to shoot to kill. This isn't like a Steven Seagal movie where they show up and they shoot him in the leg and everything's over.
Well,
they don't train them
even
that
in
way.
Movies, cops shoot in the air. I don't know if y'all seen that, but cops shoot in the air to clear the room.
They don't do that in real life.
In real life, they don't do that in real life.
Shoot to kill.
There's a low legal barrier for use of force on the behalf of police. They're allowed to use force all the time, without where there's a legal justification for it. And so, and honestly, this goes into how we view very normal things. Why do 3 and 4 cop cruisers stop for a random ticket and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? It's really just how we view policing is the problem. It's this doesn't need that. I don't know if y'all saw that video of those kids got their bikes taken.
Oh my God.
It's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And you're sitting there what other things could you guys be doing with your time? As opposed to there was 6 officers, multiple cruisers, and they're taking literal bikes away from kids.
Did you watch the whole video?
I watched, I don't know if I saw the complete one. But
so the whole one's about 5 minutes long.
I probably didn't see all 5.
So you could tell that the woman that's there, I want to say female cop. I don't know. Is that still is that?
Oh, no, she's a
female cop. The female cop that's there, it's very clear that she doesn't give a fuck about law, policy, any of that. She's personally offended because the kids were basically no, you're not taking my fucking bike.
Period.
You're not taking my bike. This is my bike.
Yeah.
Which any of us, guaranteed, any of us at 14, 15, 16 would say, this is my bike.
World.
14, that's my world. Yes. I remember when I was 14, maybe 15, I used to skate at the MARTA station right by the old job. And these cops came over there and busted all of us. And they were like, we're going to take your skateboards. And I was like, oh, now we're having a problem. You can call my mom. You can give me a ticket. You're not taking my skateboard.
This is dear to me.
This is mine. You know what I'm saying? And these kids were probably thinking the same thing. But you can watch the progression of the anger from the female cop that's there. She's just like, No.
I am law enforcement.
Told you. Yes. Yes. She even said, she's like,
wow.
I am the law. She's like, I told you what to do and you're not listening. So therefore now this is a vendetta. So a situation like that is just like, just let them go. They won't come back. They'll ride their bike somewhere else, and the problem is solved.
Right.
Why are you escalating this?
And it's all connected. Like, it's at the end of the day. I mean, we obviously Derek Chauvin was, found guilty, but like all of that was over $20, a bad check,
20,
possibly. They had his license in regards to if they needed to get him another day. While we're 4 officers on a scene,
right,
ended up and kneeling on someone's neck for nine minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just this hyper policing, this over policing. And so I don't want to lose sight of the original story though, that you brought up, Sophie, which is this guy, the kid was 17 years old, I think they said.
Yeah, 17.
So he was in
11th grade.
Yeah. And so they were going to get him. He had a gun. And there's video of this. I didn't watch it.
I haven't seen any video, but they're saying there's a video.
So it's not even body cam video.
I don't know.
That's
It has to be body cam video because I can't imagine
anybody else being in that bathroom. I couldn't imagine them.
And I don't think it's legal technically for a school to put a video camera in the bathroom.
No,
I don't think.
No.
So it has to be body cam video. So I mean, if the body cam video, if that's actually what happened, then I'm kind of with Ken. It's just like, well, what can we really say about this aside from? Because if this is true, right? No, go ahead.
How did they just so happen to catch him in the bathroom?
What do you mean?
How did they just so happen to catch him in the bathroom?
He probably was in the bathroom. That's why
I spent a lot of time in the bathroom when I was in high school.
Yeah, he probably was.
I know that's
He
right.
probably went to the
Hiding.
bathroom and used it. It probably was just circumstance.
No, who knows?
That seems like a very, I don't know.
You think they chased him in there?
Yeah. Well,
I don't know. Like, that just seems weird. Like, you just so happen to go bust this kid and he's in the bathroom where no cameras or nobody can
there's
film?
tons of bathrooms in high schools too. So how do you even know which one?
Yeah, and how do you know
I see
which
where he's
one?
going.
Like, it just seems a little sketchy to me.
I don't know.
That story seems sketchy to
I
me.
don't like it.
The one place where there are zero cameras.
No cameras. No kids
Yeah.
can be out there filming.
I feel you, but if he wasn't in the bathroom, I think somebody would have said it. Like if they dragged him in there or they making the story up, I think we would know that by now.
I don't know. It just seems really
I get
The
that.
principal.
Yeah.
No, I understand
I
what
get
you're saying,
that.
but the principal, the students that were there, teachers, somebody would have been like, nah, he wasn't in the bathroom.
The odds of him being in that bathroom when they come is very slim to me, personally.
Okay.
I don't remember bathroom breaks being that, like, not awarded, but like,
Oh, really?
like no, yeah. My
We could
teacher
just go whenever.
Hold that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
When you were in high school, though?
Yeah, we didn't get bathroom breaks like that.
Yeah, we could go.
That's
We
just
need
not
to
like
go in
that.
Class.
Jesus.
Not like
Yeah,
that. No.
shitty, mean teachers, man. Don't let you go pee?
Yeah, but like the odds of that just seems weird, man.
I feel
don't
you.
know.
I do. I get it. I didn't
don't
think that
know.
until you said
and
it.
and then you brought in the variable of like which
Mhm.
bathroom, like I don't know. It just seems
It'd
weird.
be hella bathroom. It'd be like one on every hallway. And they'd be
Yeah.
having like 8 hallways in one building.
That
Okay, so
seems-
let's just play Jason for a minute. Let's say that he was actually in the bathroom
okay.
and everything else that they claim played out that way. What does the conversation become then?
So if he had a weapon and it went off, I mean, at that point I guess they have to use some sort of force. Still don't think it's like a shoot to kill force, but yeah, they or they can step out of the bathroom because he has it, like, yo, come out with your hands up type of thing. Give him an opportunity to stand down.
After it's already gone off once?
But it sounded like it went off when they were trying to arrest him.
Right.
So
Right. So if they're
that-
trying to arrest him and it goes off, and they said that one of his hands was in his pocket,
Yeah.
what do you do at that
I don't know,
point? So, I mean,
man.
I'm
This just
still
seems-
more leaning towards. Unlike the Michaela one, I don't really have an idea of how this could have played out to where he lived, but I just feel like it's not my job to figure that out. It's their job. You are police officers. You are supposed to protect and serve. You guys come up with something to make this make sense to where people don't have, because he's 17.
And my thing is this, like, if you already know what you go in there because you know what the situation is, like, I don't know, why not wait for a different opportunity to arrest him?
What do you mean?
Like you're literally backing someone into a corner.
Oh, but didn't they say they didn't know he had a gun? Wasn't that in the story?
I guess, but
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah,
but you're
'cause
still
they
backing
asked
someone
the
into a
mom.
corner, though.
I think this part is interesting too, where it says the newly released video, they're alleging it's body cam video. Again, I don't know where that is. Clarifies what transpired in the bathroom after conflicting accounts from the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. In a news conference shortly after the shooting, TBI director David Rausch said that Thompson, the kid, had fired shots as officers entered the bathroom, striking an officer. 2 days later, the TBI changed its statement, saying that the student's gun was fired during a struggle with school resource officer Adam Wilson, who was wounded. The TBI's second statement said the officer was not shot with Thompson's gun. The conflicting statements helped fuel activists, political leaders, and media outlets to demand that they publicly release the body cam video.
Just seems sketchy, man.
Wait, so the body cam video was released?
I guess released to the internal investigation people.
It's not available for
It
regular.
will be at some point.
And the video. I'm sorry, Rod. Go ahead.
No, real quick. I was just saying. I think it was a way to obtain this guy without all of this extra shit that happened.
But now, what
Personally.
if the video verifies that when they got to the door, a shot was fired through the door and hit an officer?
How do they even know that he's coming? They're coming for him in the first.
They
place?
might have.
Would there be an announcement over the speakers?
That's fine. We can work. We can talk through
I
this.
don't want to sound like I'm defending police because I hate all of them.
That's fine.
But if they came to the door and they say, "What's it? I don't know his name.
Whatever his name
Anthony
is.
Johnson.
Yes.
Anthony Johnson."
We're looking for Anthony Johnson.
Come out with your hands up. And instead of that happening, a shot is fired through the door and hits an officer. Now, personally, I still think you don't fire back. I still think that they should be like, yo,
We
put the
need
gun
you to stand
down
Yeah, we need
and
you to
come
stand down.
out. So now, what happens after that?
That sounds a lot like Breonna Taylor's situation, right? Like
Or what they claims happened?
they show up,
Mm-hmm.
no, like not he doesn't know. The boyfriend doesn't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
One shot is fired
Mhm.
because who knows who the fuck these
Right,
people are showing up,
Banging on my door.
and then they
Mhm.
release all hell.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And destroy. Like I don't know. I keep coming back a lot more to like Ra what you're saying, which is that I do not trust police to
Period.
tell the truth.
Never.
Like, and so there's not enough that's made of their first reports about what happens versus what ends up coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And so even in this case, I can't, what you just read, I thought it was saying they alleged that an officer was shot by
Right.
Anthony Thompson.
Yeah.
And then they're saying, actually, okay, no, it wasn't. He wasn't shot by Tom. A gun went off and hit a trash can or something like that. And
So
made
which one's the
someone-
truth?
So what's like, I have such a low, for good reason, like verifiably, I have very low trust in whatever the department version of events are.
And I'm just thinking about this from a logical stance. Like, does this guy really think he could do a standoff with the police?
If you're 17,
Some
yeah,
people do,
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
In these times, this dude
Yeah.
didn't think he was gonna
Yes.
die
Some
Yes.
people
at
are
some
that-
point.
Some people are that delusional.
Absolutely.
They will. Yes.
He may have had a mental illness. I don't put any of that
Yeah,
past
that's
a
true.
17-year-old kid.
Okay.
I'm not even looking to what this kid was thinking. I'm more looking towards what these cops were doing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
when I look at the situation, I'm not even really. I mean, of course, I'm partly concerned of why this kid had a gun at school, sure,
Mhm.
but that's a different discussion.
Right.
I'm more so looking at the adult cops who showed up. Even if what they're saying happened is true, even if he shot a bullet through the door and hit a cop, I still feel like it's their job to de-escalate that situation.
Absolutely.
It's not your job to just fire back into the
No.
bathroom in a high school. Because how do
Right.
you know if he's the only kid in there?
Period.
You don't, and actually, we don't even know if he was because the video,
Right.
we don't know. So I look at this from a standpoint of you sign your name on this dotted line, and that says that you have the potential to die in your job. So the way I see this is like somebody getting really pissed off that they had to cook some extra French fries at Burger King.
Mhm.
You might be annoyed because they're overworking you,
Mhm.
but that's not the public's fault.
Right.
That's the issue with your department. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So with this cop, sucks you got shot in the leg, bro.
Mhm.
but that's part of your job.
Right.
Or that's part of what comes with your job.
Yeah.
But your job is still to de-escalate that situation.
No, for sure. Yeah. I definitely think it probably was a way this could be handled better. And more like
Humanely?
not even just that, but like strategic.
Sure.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't come in with force. Like, you know, like I don't know, it could be like a private, like a detective, right? Coming there, you know, just coming into school. And then you see who the guy is, and then yo, sir, you're under arrest, blah, 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 blah. And you won't even have to worry about it escalating to that point.
I see what you're saying.
But you coming in with guns out. Who comes in with guns out?
Cops.
Into a fucking school.
Always.
Into a school.
Bruh.
Everything
And
looks like
don't
a
let you
nail.
be somebody who
Exactly.
looks like the description of this kid. Any other black kid wearing
Oh
skinny
my
jeans.
God.
That too.
Oh my
Just
God.
walking down the hallway like, hey, I was just giving a hall pass to
Bam, bam.
shot,
Yeah.
man down. Oh, sorry, it wasn't him. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's like this, I don't remember, there was some like bouncer for some club that were talking about like things they do. And they say that like when there's an argument or something in a club, like they'll like somebody can be real hype or whatever. And they'll be like, yo, like, can we just talk about this? And they'll ask them to step outside so they can talk. But that's just de-escalating. They're like, now we got him out the club.
Yes.
We can now, you know, like, he's out the
Absolutely.
club already.
Yes.
Like,
Right.
it doesn't matter what happens now. That's the thing we did. And so there's all these like ways that you try to make sure that like violence isn't what happens.
Right.
But police are like, that's just what they do. That's why you don't fucking call them. Like, if you can avoid it,
Mhm.
yeah, if you can avoid it. There, and also, if I can think of it, there's definitely like a thing going around Instagram and all these stuff like that, where like all the alternative numbers to not call the police. Like if you encounter such things, like here's all, and it's broken down by cities too. So like for Atlanta,
Good.
there's a list of like 20 numbers you call. That you can call for various things.
I
And
just
for
feel
the
like
major
it's
cities.
so
That's
many
dope.
ways that you can isolate a student inside of a school.
Mhm.
You isolate that student, and then the cops come in. Like that's like say if you put a student in like detention or some shit, or whatever the case is. I just feel like there's many ways you can isolate a student, and then have an officer coming in without force. Like, sorry, son,
I'll give
you're
you
under
one.
arrest right now.
I'll give you one. That's easy. Just call them to the principal's office.
That's what I'm
Exactly.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've
That's what I'm saying.
seen people
Yeah.
arrested at school.
I have too. That's what I'm saying. It's so
I've been
many-
arrested at school, so I know it can happen.
Damn, Ken.
But yeah.
I mean, like,
So I know.
Right. Somebody touched him. He's going to just bug the fuck out.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. You can isolate a kid by sending them to the principal's office.
Well, maybe
whatever
they
the
didn't
case.
feel like there was a need to isolate him because he was already isolated because he was in the bathroom.
Well,
See, I don't want to put this on the teachers either. Like, I think this falls with the police. I don't think
Yes.
that this is on the school or the teachers.
This is still the police, though. The police calls and say, "Yo, we have a student."
Oh,
that we're
that's
looking
what
at."
you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
The
sorry.
police
Gotcha.
call
office. We're looking for this student.
this student. Can you isolate him? Yeah.
Oh, so
whatever.
the cop should have come up with that.
Absolutely.
I apologize. I
Absolutely.
agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not putting this on the school. I'm putting this on the officers to have a fucking plan in place
I get you.
to
Yes.
properly detain this guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially knowing how the minds of a child works.
Right.
I mean, I don't know anything about this school.
Mhm.
Odds are, if these were white cops and this was a prominently black school, they walked in there
Mhm.
with
Oh,
tension
it's Tennessee.
immedially.
Right.
No. Yeah,
So,
I hate to put that on Tennessee, but hey, it is.
It is what
Because
it
in my
is.
mind, it's like if he's in school, he obviously has to have some sort of obedience, right? Like some sort of whatever. Because dudes I know, they didn't go to school. Like they was out doing whatever they do. But
Mhm.
but if you're in school, you got some sort of common sense. Like, you know what I mean?
Let me add this part
I know
to
some
it.
knuckleheads.
No, I do too. I know some
Yeah.
knuckleheads as well. But I'm saying you have some
The
sort.
probability.
Yes. Because if you knucklehead, you're not in school.
Yeah, let me add this part to it. It says that there's several questions about security protocols, including how a student was able to bring a gun in without
Yeah.
being detected,
Right.
why there wasn't personal monitoring the school parking lot when Thompson stepped outside, and what security failures the school system has identified. In her interview with police officers on the day of the shooting, the mother of Thompson's girlfriend made the unverified assertion to police that students routinely hid guns in bushes outside the school.
Wow.
What?
Before the shooting, Thompson twice left the school building and came back inside. He also hung out in the school bathroom for about an hour before police came in looking for him. Police body cam footage showed a school security officer saying Thompson routinely hung out in that bathroom during the school day. And yeah, it continues.
So that answers some of the questions.
That answers most of them.
Yeah.
So they know.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
it's unfortunate all the way around.
What Joe Biden do about this?
Sure.
He gonna go lean down and apologize like he did with the last
give
one?
police more funding.
Showing people and call them on the phone.
Jesus Christ.
And, you know,
What happened?
your pain.
You see that picture floating around? You know, I don't want to get fake news, but it could be a fake picture. But I saw an image floating around that was Joe Biden on his knee, and he was talking to like a young black girl.
Okay.
And the caption claimed that it was him apologizing to the family of George Floyd.
I think that may have been before he got in office. I don't know.
Before, after, during, any time. It was just, bro, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
But then again, I guess it's not really that bad.
Yeah.
You know.
It's not, but I think, you know, he is in office and you know,
he has acknowledged this
have risen over the last couple of months. What are you going to do? Because, you know, this was something that I think he talked about, you know, when he was running for office. It's a clear problem that this country is facing, in addition to, you know, the mass shootings that, you know, have risen as well. So what are you going to do, Biden? Like,
nothing.
Exactly, nothing. But I think America has a real, like, it's always been a problem, but it feels like there's some real tension starting to build up with these recent events. And, you know, I think people are really getting frustrated just by, you know, some of the things that I'm seeing. They're getting fed up, man. So they were like, what are the alternative methods, you know, to save Ma'Khia Bryant if she's aggressively attacking somebody with a knife? How can you, you know, put her down without killing her? These are the questions that these departments, these police departments, will have to really come up with some alternative ways to do this. It's not that hard. I think I saw people talking online about how different ways they have overseas in Britain or England or wherever.
Oh man,
that they use.
Yeah, I talked to. I have a friend that lives in. Did I already say this last week? I have a friend that lives in Wales, and she was amazed by how people use guns here.
Yeah, I don't think
because they don't have guns there.
Yeah, something like that.
Only special cops have guns, and you never see them unless there's like a real serious problem.
Well, I know in like London they don't carry. Well, I know once upon a time they didn't carry guns. I don't know if they still.
They don't. Cops in general apparently do not carry guns.
Yeah,
and it's. She says the issue there is knives. You know, you get stuck. Yeah. I'd rather get stuck than shot. But she's like, when she watches the news, she's like amazed by how things work here. She's like, wait, so all of your cops have guns? And I'm like, yeah, it's just a normal thing. Cops here just have guns and they just shoot them when they feel like it, basically. And she's just like, that's insane. I'm like, yeah, it is. It is fucking insane that you have people that haven't been mentally checked, that are in general just angry, power-hungry people. They're just walking around with weapons.
And racist. And
they can just do whatever the fuck they want. And there's nothing we can do about it.
I thought I saw something where Biden was trying to get something passed after this whole George Floyd thing.
What is the George Floyd bill? I don't know if that's
what is that?
That's not Biden.
I don't know. I haven't looked into it.
That don't sound like that would come from him.
Huh?
Yeah,
that don't sound like
I think that's from him.
I thought I saw that headline.
You probably did.
Yeah.
I'm sure Joe Biden probably doesn't even know his name.
Yeah, it's the George Floyd something. But I didn't look into it. I really honestly didn't.
Didn't care?
No.
Honestly, no.
So what is it going to change?
Right.
Really? So that's where I'm.
But don't we always talk about like policies and changes?
If it's coming from just like a random dude, I don't know.
What a random dude.
If it's not coming from an actual like.
So it's not Biden, is what you're saying?
I don't think that's from Biden.
It's Biden.
I thought it was Biden. I thought
you have a phone.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to. That's what I was trying to
ask Siri real quick.
I was trying to do it really fast. Like,
you're right. I probably should have looked at least to see if it was bullshit or not. So I hear you on that, but
I do think it comes out of a congressional. It's like either a House of Reps or a Senate. I thought, and so that video, that Change.org video poem that I did or whatever, it's being they put it out in conjunction with
Oh, wow.
trying to get that bill passed or whatever. But I too haven't looked into the bill.
That's dope.
So,
well, while you doing that, did y'all see, anybody watch the verdict?
I watched the aftermath
Oh.
of his confusion.
Yeah.
You see his eyes? You talking about his eyes?
Yes, but I'm white eyes.
Man,
What do you
I was like,
mean I'm guilty?
I'm surprised.
That's what
Are people memeing that?
that's
Oh
what
hell yeah!
Yeah,
Sure they are.
That's
I
what you
didn't
got
see
from
them.
that
didn't
when you
see
saw
it.
that?
Yeah, like I got from that is I did not think that this was gonna happen. I got that pause. I bet you're wondering how we got here. Voice. But it does not seem like he knew that was gonna happen.
I read something. I saw
what did you
something
get?
completely different. I saw that he knew that he was going to be guilty and that they were going to file an appeal or try to find some other way to get off.
You got all that from them eyes?
His eyes, he did not look like he was shocked at
Are you
all.
really? He was like this.
The
Yeah.
way they were kind of moving back and forth,
That's a shock to me.
it didn't seem that way to me. But,
Interesting.
you know,
All right.
it just seemed like he was just like, he just didn't really care.
Oh no.
He was like, Okay, this is what it is. You know, file your appeal. Like I felt like the whatever his lawyer went to him was like, "Yo, this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna be found guilty, but we're going to appeal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you may get a lighter sentence." Like something was worked out behind the scenes.
Hmm.
You know, that was my interpretation.
Okay.
You know,
Oh, the
but
situation?
it's definitely very different than everybody else's. But yeah, because that's what I was looking at. I was like, man, this dude just has no reaction at all. Like his eyes are like just bouncing all over the place.
You think it's because he had a mask on?
It's possible
Because all we can see is his eyes, and
yeah,
we're
just kind of
Yeah, I wanted to see his whole
darting
face.
all over the. It was darting all over the courtroom. It was like okay,
But see, typically to me, when people do that, that's a sign of shock, or that's a sign of I'm trying to process this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I took from his eyes.
Yeah.
I took the sense of, wait, are they serious? Did he really just?
Is this
I'm guilty?
happening
For real? But I woke up white. Am I still white?
I think he knew there was no way he was going to get out of this.
I think he didn't. I think he probably thought he was going to get the manslaughter charge.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he thought he was going to get those other
All
two.
three.
Because that's what I thought. I thought they'll at least give him manslaughter.
Mm-hmm.
He'll serve a year and he'll be out. That's what I was thinking was going to happen. I did not expect those other two charges.
Man, when I found out the police, because I didn't really follow it like that, and I'm catching up on a lot. But when I found out the police chief testified against him, shit, at that point he should.
Oh, the black guy?
Yeah, he should have known it was a wrap for him.
No, he should have known that they're probably still not going to listen to him because he's black.
No, I think the way I look at that is that if the police chief is testifying, you know, they've already decided that he got to go. Kind of like we'll sacrifice him.
Yep.
You know, as long as the system stays in place, who cares about him? So I'm gonna get up here and testify and make this all look good and say, yeah, he did violate our rules and policies. So
you thought he was gonna get all three?
I knew he was going to get at least one.
Okay, so we're on the same page.
Yeah,
okay.
I know he was going to get all three, but I knew there was no way in hell he was going to walk out of there without something.
Yeah, y'all said that on the podcast.
Yeah, last week.
Yeah. I did find it. So it is Biden pushing for this. So he's pressing Congress to advance the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act.
Who brought forth the act?
I don't know those details.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
So I can see him pushing it, but
but it didn't come from him,
right?
I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I don't think that
he's pushing
matter.
for it.
But I was just trying to.
Presidents don't. Yeah, presidents don't create laws.
Exactly.
Like they sign them, so he wouldn't be.
That's true.
Damn. Exactly. That's why we got him here.
You didn't know that. Shut up.
Once he said it, you started. Remember those charts of you know how you got the Senate, you got the who passes what, who's approved.
I'm the bill on Capitol Hill. That type of shit.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That Schoolhouse Rock came into place. You know what I'm saying? It worked. But the bill aims to end certain policy techniques, including chokeholds and carted holds, two forms of potentially deadly force. Such practices would be banned and at the federal level, and federal funding for local and state police agencies would be conditioned on those agencies outlawing them. The bill also seeks to improve police training and invest in community programs designed to improve policing and promote equitable new policies.
That's a lot of words.
I mean,
But it breaks it down even further.
I feel you, but it's just
something.
Yeah.
Like chokeholds, aren't they already banned?
Yep, and they
Yes.
still do it.
It's just like why? Like, okay, if they're already banned, then
And where's the part about guns?
So I can go a little further. So other provisions in the bill would ban no-knock warranties in federal drug cases with chokeholds, encourage local and state. And qualified immunity, which protects law enforcement officers from most civil lawsuits.
Nice.
Make it easier to prosecute police officers accused of misconduct by lowering the legal standard for willingness to recklessness.
Willingness to what?
Recklessness.
That's good.
Prohibit racial, religious, and discriminatory profiling by the law enforcement agencies at the local, state, and federal levels, and mandate training against social discriminatory profiling. Require local and state police agencies to use existing federal funds to ensure the use of the body cameras. Require all federal uniform officers to wear body cameras, and require all marked federal police vehicles to use dashboard cameras.
Why only marked?
Huh?
Why only marked?
Because they may not currently have them.
No, but I'm saying, why is it only?
Require all marked federal.
Yeah. That's kind of weird.
Okay. Yeah. They don't already?
Well,
I don't.
Body cams were.
I'm talking about the dashboard.
I don't know.
I thought that was required.
Create just a couple more. Create a national police misconduct registry to prevent police officers who are fired or pushed out for bad performance from being hired by other agencies. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Use federal grants to help communities establish commissions and task forces to study police reforms. This
motherfucker is not going to get passed. This dude trying to start a war, bruh. These motherfuckers going to be mad as shit.
Address police militarization by limiting how much military-grade equipment is awarded to state and local law enforcement agencies.
This is too good to be true.
And this is one of the last ones. Enhance pattern and practice investigations of police departments by granting the Justice Department subpoena power and establishing grant programs for state attorneys general to conduct their own probes.
I'll say this.
What will you say, Ken?
So I didn't look into it. People also mean that on there. When I say that, like, look out. But here's what I say. I'm glad you did read that.
Me too.
I did not look into it. I did not know any of that stuff. And I'm glad you did now that I know, because now I'm watching.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm watching. Let's see, because I'm with you, Myke. Let's see if this motherfucker get passed. And if it does get passed, what get passed with it?
Yeah.
Like, what's the compromise that's going to go along with that?
So I will say, with that said, several Republicans, including Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina and Rand Paul of Kentucky, have offered alternate proposals.
Their proposal is just not do it.
Police misconduct.
Right. Here's my proposal, dude. Fuck all that shit.
Right. Get more guns.
Get more guns, dude. Y'all working ass backwards here, dude.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's yeah.
Tim Scott's a piece of shit, so I'm sure none of them are gonna. I would like to know what their proposals are, though.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. I'll look when I get home, but
yeah.
House moved the legislation in March that she is confident the House and the Senate can work towards a compromise.
Who's she?
She is, let's see, Karen Bass.
Never trust anyone
from
named Karen,
a Democrat from California.
It's a black woman.
And? It's a black woman, you said?
This is a black woman.
She's the sponsor of the George Floyd bill.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll accept black Karens.
So Lightfoot was talking shit to people in Chicago. She said, "Don't test us." She said, "Don't test us."
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they got out of hand.
She's from like my hometown in Ohio. My mom like grew up with her. It's crazy.
Wow.
That's funny.
She was talking mad shit.
I had to tell my mom she's a whole ass meme. Like,
I was like, "Dang, Lightfoot, like for real."
They tired of it too, man.
Josh Hawley's a piece of shit. We already know that, but he was the only one that didn't vote on the anti-Asian bill that just passed.
Of course.
The only one. He was the one person. I was like, dang, bro, you really gonna try to ride this shit out?
That's amazing, though.
It
It's
is.
like, how do you justify this shit?
Right. That's what I was
Just sign the
thinking.
fucking bill. What's the big deal? Even if it's just a sign of good faith.
Yep.
Even if it's just not going to really do anything, what does it hurt for you to just be like, yeah, Asian people are dope. Like, don't kill them.
Right.
Don't hurt them. Don't beat them
Yeah.
up. This is done.
Yeah, it's like that's
What's
not
the big
going to
deal?
garner you any favors with this crowd that you're seeking to
Yeah,
be the only
right.
one. That's all
Right.
he's doing. You know, he's trying to play
Oh,
into that
man.
role.
Yeah,
but-
because I was gonna say that, like, you know, I think they're really careful about what they sign and don't sign, because that shit
Yep.
come back on them when it's time for them to try to be.
They're trying to still
president and
get
shit
that
like
that ex-president's crowd, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Yep.
guess.
So
Mhm.
anyway, all right,
Interesting.
cool. So what y'all got?
Do you have an actual topic?
Oh, I don't. I just brought myself.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't have a topic. I mean, I was really just still stuck on this story from last weekend, still trying to figure out if this shit really did actually happen or
Yeah,
if we
you've been
somehow.
holding on to this shit for.
It's not even
long.
really that deep. It really isn't. I just thought it was funny enough to where I should just hold it and tell it here.
Okay.
But where do we start, right? So me and Adan went to this place down the road and got some drinks. And we're just sitting there shooting the shit. And I'm trying to think of where the actual issue starts, right? So do we hear loud talking first? Because there's a table that is sort of behind us to our, is that like our 4 o'clock?
Look at you trying
You know
to
what I'm
learn.
saying? It's sort of behind us to our right or whatever,
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
right.
Mhm.
And it's a table. It consists of there's an Asian man,
Yes.
a black man.
Yes.
Was it a black woman?
A
No,
white woman.
White woman. Wasn't
Oh.
there 2 women?
No. It
Was
was
just one woman? Just the old girl that
only
came? Okay.
your.
Oh, my woman. Okay. So there's a black man, an Asian man, a white woman, and a white man.
This sounds like a bar story. Like, you know, like one of the
Listen,
jokes.
bruh,
Yo, so there's a
yeah.
white man in the bar, a
Yeah.
black man in the
Yeah.
bar.
A white
Then
man
what
and an
happens
Asian
when-
man walking through the bar.
Walk to the bar. Yo, that's crazy.
But yeah, so they're all at this table.
Mhm.
And we're talking, and I don't know what made me notice this woman walking in with her dog. She just, white woman, walks in with her dog, and she
Mhm.
goes and she sits.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden we hear, "What did you say? What did you say?" And I look back, and the white woman,
It's towering over the table
Yes.
at this point,
Towering
yelling
on the table.
at the table full of the white man and the Asian man and the black man and the white woman.
Is it the white woman with the dog?
yes,
Yes.
is yelling at the table.
Yes.
Cool.
She's yelling, "What did you say? Say it again," or whatever. And I don't know, could you make out what the white dude was saying? Because she's yelling at the white guy.
Okay.
The white guy says, "I thought it was fucking hilarious." That's what he says.
What?
That's the
Wow.
thing we hear.
Yes. And then she takes a cup of water and throws it in the dude's face.
Like
Yeah.
in the movies?
Yes, bro.
Yes.
Yes.
Damn.
Everything
want a
that we're
show?
about to say,
Yes, everything is
happened
like a
in a
movie.
movie. Like it's out of.
It sounds like y'all were on a show and y'all didn't know it.
Yeah.
He kept looking around.
For the camera.
Yeah. Like, is this real?
Is
Y'all
what's his
being
name?
punked?
John Quiones from like What Would You Do? Like, come
Hey,
out,
what's the
like,
white dude?
Ashton
Kutcher?
Kutcher.
Like, is
Ashton
Kutcher around
Kutcher.
here somewhere?
Like, it was crazy. So
So yeah, so she splashes the water on dude. And if I miss anything, of course,
I will
interject,
jump in.
please. But she throws the water on the dude, and the dude just starts screaming at that point, right? Okay, maybe you should pick this part up because I can't remember what happened right after
she
that.
throws the stuff in his face, and then that whole table, like everybody's now looking at this table. The white guy, he gets mad and he throws something at her.
Mhm.
And like the white woman who's at that table, she starts to stand up and be like, hey, cut it off. We're gonna leave. Stop it.
Mhm.
The white man gets more and more upset.
Oh yeah.
At which point, a white woman with a
Another
boyish
dog.
haircut
Yes.
comes like full speed into the picture. Like she has come from the parking lot.
Yeah.
And now she is standing in between the tall white woman with the dog. And she's like trying to like stand in front of her, but also like pick up the fight, basically.
Yeah.
Like she's like, no, you asshole. And then she starts like calling him a white man.
I couldn't.
What? The whole
She says something to him like something like, "Yeah, white man," da-da-da-da-da. And it's the part where he starts stirring his food real hard because they were telling him that you need to leave, and he's like, "I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere."
He's like-
and he sits back down. He starts stirring the fuck out of his.
What in the fuck?
But at that point,
At this point, I'm wondering why nobody has their phones out. But go ahead. Keep
no,
going.
I wasn't gonna do that because I thought something was really gonna pop, and I didn't want him to. Oh, we left the part out. At this point, the white man had stood up. This motherfucker was like 7 feet tall.
Oh my god!
And he looked like fucking what's homie Lou Ferrigno.
Dang.
I was telling Adan that I'm glad that we didn't have to intervene because he would have took both of us out.
Oh
Like,
man, he was like
I'm only
that.
speaking for myself. But Dom, I would have handled him.
No, you know how I'd have got done.
Dude was huge. And he just sat back down and he started stirring his food.
Let me also say this though.
Yeah.
Behind the two white women who are yelling at this table, there is a table of women, one black woman, like two like Asian women.
Yeah.
Like it's a table of women of color.
Yeah.
And they are also chiming in like, yeah, no, he's been saying disrespectful shit all day.
He's
like
been drunk all day.
He's been like they're like basically backing, the two white women up. But the white guy is so upset, he starts like I don't know, like you said, like stirring his food, real upset, starts throwing it.
But he's only throwing it on the Asian
But
dude.
he's throwing it on his homie who has now stood up and is like trying to argue his case. So he's like throwing the food, but it doesn't hit the women he wants to hit. It keeps hitting his homie.
Oh my god!
And so the white woman, the black dude is actually the most silent dude.
He's completely silent.
But the white woman keeps like complaining and saying like, you guys just stop fighting. Everybody just needs to stop fighting.
Wait, but remember she was yelling like, "That's your friend.
That's your friend."
Stop throwing food on your friend. On your friend.
God.
That's your friend."
So then the guy again, because the white women are yelling at the man, saying like, "You white man," and like
That is so bizarre.
And the white man is like, "Yeah, you right. I'm a white man." Like he's like, it's really hard. Like I don't know what to do with like white people using white as a pejorative to each other. Like it's a very bizarre thing to do.
So weird.
Like there's like, you white man. Like everybody's white. Like everybody argues white. Yeah, like all these people are white, but they keep telling each other that they're white and like it's a mean thing. So anyway,
You're right. I wouldn't have believed this shit. If
Right.
Go ahead. Though.
Listen,
Keep going.
so the guy though, the big Lou Ferrigno type dude, he gets upset. He's throwing his food, and then he's like, "You can't take nothing away from me. You can't take nothing away from me. My wife died of cancer. You can't take nothing from me."
Oh, therapy for all.
So weird.
Please.
So weird.
Then he throws his like food on the ground, like plates are breaking, and then he kicks the table off the thing. Like,
Well, this is after he grabbed a chair.
Oh yeah, my bad.
He grabbed a chair
chair.
the way I would pick up this bottle. Like it wasn't shit.
Yeah.
He grabbed a chair. I don't know who grabbed him to make him put it down.
Yeah,
He was
right.
going to throw a chair at these women.
Oh my god!
But then, yes, that's when somehow the chair got back on the ground and
he just throws the whole thing up. At this point, like honestly, everybody in the patio, we're all just like watching this. But Myke and I stand up. Yeah, we both are standing up.
I think
first.
so.
Yeah, we're standing up because honestly, my reflex was the one black girl who was over there at the other table. I mean, it's not that I would have let that dude beat up any of the women at all, but like it was just this one black girl who was like, no one's gonna hit her. Like I'm not gonna hit anybody.
Not on my watch.
Right.
And so they yell like this. The white man leaves.
Yeah, he goes into the parking lot.
He's like real mad. Like he leaves. This is when Myke gets into the story because
What you do?
I didn't do shit.
Oh,
the white woman who is at that table, they're like she keeps like yelling at everyone, saying, "Everyone just needs to stop fighting. Just stop fighting. Everyone stop fighting."
But she's yelling in our direction.
But she's yelling it in like generally our direction. And so Myke and I are just like, get your man. Like none of us are fighting. It's your home. Like it's your like roided up dude. Like get him. And so then she goes, she stopped yelling. Then she makes a beeline over to our table.
Oh shit.
And she doesn't go to our whole table. She goes to Myke. Like Myke
bruh. I didn't know she was there until Adam's face. I'm like, what's going on?
Myke, we're yelling. Myke sits down and he doesn't see that she has now walked directly up to
Oh
Myke.
my God.
And she is just like,
oh my God.
so then I'm like,
what's up, black man?
Right. 'Cause we're the only black dudes there other than the guy at the table, right?
yeah. So then I'm like, whoa, like what you coming over? Because we know Myke. I don't think Mike's going to hit this white woman.
Right.
But you know, tensions are high. I don't know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Even in this, though, he's the white girl whisperer, right? Because he got a white woman to come to the table out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Like,
so
Wasn't even trying, son.
Right. Right. What shirt were you
You know what I'm
wearing?
saying? I don't even remember. I don't even remember.
So then this white woman comes over and and Myke won't even let her get any words out. Myke is like, no, what? Don't.
I was like, don't you come over here with that bullshit. Don't you come over here with that bullshit. Because she wasn't wearing a mask, and she was like right here.
Oh my
I was
God.
like, don't come over with that bullshit.
Myke is so loud.
I did not know you were involved in this. But
Bruh.
go continue, please.
he said, don't you come over. No, woman, don't you come over. Don't you come over here with the don't you, woman, and then he's like, I don't know if you got COVID. He like yells, I don't know if you got COVID.
Yeah, 'cause I was like, you need to back the fuck up. Because you're way too, I don't know if you got COVID.
That'll do it, right?
But it did do it. That's the funniest shit.
Because the woman, like, I'm gonna take my mask off so you can see my face. She was like, you're right.
Yo.
Wait. So I said, back the fuck up because I don't know if you got COVID. And she goes, I don't have COVID. I got the shot.
That's right. She said that.
And I said, I don't give a fuck what you got. Get the fuck out of my face. And that's when she just stopped. And she just, you're right. He left.
Wait, was this the buzz cut woman or the one with the dog?
No, this was the one that was at the table fighting. This was the one. She was with the big roided up guy.
Yeah. So those two, the boyish cut one, and she's like Megan Rapinoe, like that type of look, and the tall woman, they're dating. They're a couple.
Right.
And so they're still over there. I think sorting things out, still arguing over there. But this white woman who was at that table, she tested Myke.
Saw the numbers.
Literally.
Because I'm like, we were both saying, like, yo, get your man. He's the only one fighting. The only one fighting. So I don't know why she came to me and not him.
And then as soon as she leaves, like, there's a random older white woman who just leans over to Myke on some like I'm with you. Like, I would have done the right thing. Like, she just wanted to give her like voucher support real privately. Right, pretty much.
You know what I mean?
Like,
Your dreads were less intimidating than his.
I guess so.
Right.
His voice is mad deeper than mine. Maybe that's what it is.
What's a god?
You know?
Yo.
We're almost done, but there's another part that's very important.
There's more.
So wait, you might pick up from here.
Okay, well, so after all of this, you know, the roided up guy left, all of them leave.
Mm-hmm.
So we go back to our regularly scheduled drinking session, just like, yo, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I see Adan's face look over, and I'm like, what's going on? I look over, the Asian dude's back.
This is like an hour or two later.
Yes.
Like, it's a long time later.
The
He's
Asian dude is
changed his
back.
shirt.
Oh.
Because his shirt had guacamole and shit all over
Yeah,
it.
like, because his man
Kept throwing food on him.
Yeah. So he comes back.
He comes back and I see him, he's talking to the women. That's when we find out that he's actually the one who said something. So apparently when the woman with the dog walked in, he just looked at her and said, hey, sit on my face.
Okay.
Why he thought for some reason that shit was gonna work, I have no idea, but that's what he said. And apparently the white dude started laughing. What I got from the story, it seems like maybe the woman with the dog maybe thought that the white dude said it.
Yeah.
Because she was immediately yelling at him, not the Asian guy. But the Asian guy was trying to apologize. He's like, I'm sorry, whatever. And they're like, yo, it's fine, just leave. Just fucking go. So he paid for their meal and he left. So then we're like, okay, well, that's over. Then here comes their table. The woman with the dog, her girlfriend, and their friends. Yeah. They're coming over to us. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Damn.
What now?
We all only black dude. Well, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, y'all were. Yeah, that's right.
We were.
Damn.
They come over to our table, and I'm not hearing what the one with the buzz cut is talking to Adan. The one with the dog is talking to me, and she's telling me this story about how she was almost kidnapped in New York. Some guy grabbed her and tried to drag her into a van, all this shit. And I'm like, that's crazy. And I'm like, yeah, dudes are mad weird. She's like, yes, dudes are weird. They start wrapping up. They talk to us for maybe like, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes. They start wrapping up. The woman with the buzz cut. I don't know. What was she actually saying to you?
She just was saying, she was explaining to me more what had happened that we didn't know. And when that Asian guy had come back, and like, I guess he just wanted to like apologize, you know, after the whole thing. But he kept talking and it got more and more to the point where she was like, okay, you've done this.
This is done. Just go.
You can just leave. Like, you don't have to keep talking. And so basically, but she then says to me, she's just like, he's like, no, we just want to come over. We're so thankful for you guys just, you know, really standing up and just being there for us. Like, you guys are like really important parts of our community.
What the
and
fuck?
so we're just so thankful. And, you know, like when that Asian guy, when he came back and he like, he was talking to us and he was getting real aggressive. And, you know, like, I agree, you know, like I'm a white girl. Like, I know that. I know I'm a white girl, you know, I know that. And so even though I know that, you know, like he was so aggressive, you know, like, so like, I totally agree with like stopping Asian hate and stuff. Like, I wasn't going to like do anything to him. Cause I you know, I don't think you should hurt. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about that. I'm not about that shit, like hurting Asian people. But I'm just saying, like, I like, she's just rambling.
Yes.
Like y'all talking about rambling and how y'all want to get off a phone conversation. How do you get off a phone conversation in person?
Real life.
Like, how do you hang up in real life?
Yes.
She kept saying that, and everything she said, she was trying to be so like, I don't know, like overly like wokish about all this stuff. And it was like, go, like, we're good. Like,
yeah, we're fine, lady.
Yeah, like, we didn't really do anything.
Right. We didn't do shit.
Like, but she says all of this, and then she keeps saying, like, I'm just so thankful y'all are in our community.
She said, you're so valuable to our community.
Oh my God.
Bitch, pay me then.
She may as well have said, I just want you to know that your life matters. She may as well have just said that. Because at that point, I was just like, all right, she needs to leave like right now.
Oh my God.
Because I am already still a little bit hyped up from that one crazy woman, and now I have another crazy white woman. And I'm like, I don't know how much more of this I can take before I say, yo, you realize what you're saying is trying to be inclusive, but you sound really fucking racist. And you need to just take your shit and go home.
Oh my God.
Because I was telling her she needed to go check on her girlfriend because her girlfriend was blaming herself. She was apologizing to us that happened. And I'm like, it's not your fault that this roided up dude decided to try to fight you. That's not your fault. And she's like, yeah, but I'm just really sorry that you guys somehow got involved. And I hate that this happened. I'm like, stop apologizing. This is not your issue. So I was telling the woman that was talking to us, like, you need to bounce and go talk to your friend and make sure your girlfriend's all right. And she's just like, well, I want you to have a good night, but just understand that you guys are important.
And they were having like an internal conversation where they were like, you know, and the thing is, like, we know we're white, you know, and like that table of like women of color, like they couldn't say anything to that white man. You know, we were acting in our privilege to like really stop that. Like, it was like, there was so many hoops to it. I was just like, y'all need to like go like now. Like, I'm good.
Yeah, it's not necessary right now. This is not necessary.
I'm fine. It was I think literally right after, even before that happened, we were just kind of like, man, we started to pick like which one of y'all we wish were there.
We showed up.
We just wish.
And I think the consensus was we all wish Sophie was there.
Yeah, I think we both were just like, yo,
should have been like, bitch.
You don't get the fuck away from me.
She's like, you got me fucked up.
You got me fucked
We
up.
were just imagining like BZ was there, just all types.
Sophie would have left though.
No, she wouldn't have.
She's not confrontational.
But she didn't have to confront nobody. I think Sophie would have stayed in the back and just watched the whole shit go
I think
down.
she would have left.
Would you have left, Sophie?
Probably not. I mean, I probably would have scooted away if that was possible.
Yeah, we were far away where there wasn't going to be any kind of violence with us, but yeah. I mean, because B would have just been like, hey, "That's not cool. that ain't cool. Y'all silly."
Shut up.
But yeah, I mean, the rest of our night was fine, but it was just like
that
was the craziest shit. Because it was like, and I was thinking, I was like, man, because it happened on Monday. Was it Monday or Sunday? Oh, it was Sunday. Because it was right after the shoot.
Yeah.
Because I was like, God, how does this happen today? Because if this happened Saturday, it would have been perfect for the day. But I was like, how do I even tell this story? And then I was like, they're not going to believe me.
Yeah,
they're not going to believe me. So I was like, you got to come through,
bro.
That's crazy.
So Lou Ferrigno, he was trying to say he's the one that actually said it. He was putting food on him.
I don't know what was going on, why he was throwing food on him, because like the women were here, the Asian dude was here. So it's like, unless he was so drunk that his aim was that off, I don't know why he was throwing food on the Asian
dude. He may not wanted to actually rag on his, like, telling his boy, like, yo, it was actually him that said it.
I don't think he can. See, the thing is, he was so drunk, I don't think that much logic would have ever crept into his brain.
Not crept.
Like, he was slurring, he's the fuck you, white girl.
Yeah.
But you're not cool. You're cool. He was just slurring. Like, you could tell he was wasted.
Yeah.
Ew.
But yeah, I was like, the only reason I really even stood up when that woman came over was because I was like, I don't know where he is. And you're going to win this fight, but you're not going to catch me with my back turned. I'm going to at least get one pop in. It's not going to hurt you, but I'm going to at least get a lick in. So when she came over, I was expecting him to be not that far behind. But I was really just concerned with, like, you're close to me and I don't know if you have COVID.
Right.
But she didn't even, I still do kind of wish we'd have chilled for a minute because I'm so curious as to what the fuck she was going to say. Like, why did you even come over here?
I have no idea. I don't know when black men became approachable, like, out of everybody
that's
there.
A good point.
Like,
that's a good point.
Why did, like, the two black men become the ones that, like, okay, these are the two I want to, like, touch base with
that is a
about
good
this
point.
whole thing.
I feel like anybody's approachable to white people when they're drunk.
But usually white people are scared of us, especially white women.
That's
especially black men with dreads.
After they've been drinking, though.
I don't know.
No.
She left pretty quick after I started screaming at her.
Yeah. See that? Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, that is interesting that she decided to come to y'all out of all the people there.
Because we were like, yo, look at these thugs.
Right.
Look at these animals.
There's no father figures. There's no father figures.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's wild, bro.
Yeah. That's my topic.
That's fucking wild, yo. That was worth the wait.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, that was worth the wait.
Yep. And we end on a Friday note.
I know, right?
See?
Y'all need to go out for drinks more often, man.
For real. Our sessions are pretty calm.
Oh, shit.
Put a little trust in your boy. All right. Well, that's going to do it for topics this week. We'll be back with common commentary and our Pass the Mic segment right after this quick break.
Good on time.
Well, especially now that old boy is going to be late.
What happened?
Well, he's not necessarily late because, we try to take that 30 minutes to eat.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So he's actually on time.
All right. So we're back and let's read some of the comments. Let's see. All right, so Abel K1 wrote, Myke is 1,000% right about Jake not hiring the rappers. Snoop co-owns the Fight Club of subdivision of Triller. Snoop and the others were going to be involved regardless if Jake wanted them or not. Also, artists like Doja Cat, Diplo, and Justin Bieber were also performing. Then he said, side note about Ben Askren. In his prime, Askren was undefeated for a decade and became a champion in 2 separate promotions. His expertise was in wrestling, never did any striking. His striking was shit his entire career. Now combined with the fact that he had hip surgery last year, there was no way for Ben to win that fight. Okay. Let's see. Cutter 3000ZZ. The discussion between Myke and Ken regarding the tactics after that racist army segment incident is incredibly interesting. On one hand, I have an issue being cavalier with people's lives in the pursuit of some cause unless I'm personally at the forefront. I don't think I have the authority to say that some people might just have to get got in order for us to get our goal, unless, of course, I am personally part of the some people. Not only that, but I'm also going to prefer a method, if there is one, that actually gets us our goal without us getting killed. On the other hand, Ken is right in the notion that sometimes people getting in people's faces and showing them you will retaliate if needed is what gets changed, maybe not directly, and maybe in a hard to discern way, but it's present. It reminds me of how politicians felt they had no choice but to reason with MLK Jr., because if they didn't, they knew more black people would go the Malcolm X and eventually BPP route, and these politicians were afraid of black militants.
This is a black guy, you think? I guess it's safe to assume that's a black guy?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Let's see.
Bless you, baby.
Ben
I love you.
Lynn. Ben Lynn 09. As unfortunate as it is, Jake Paul has reached a skill set in boxing that he is smoking any rapper who doesn't have at least some experience in the boxing ring. Only rapper I can think of with boxing experience is 50 Cent. Maybe bring Willie D back. He old, bro.
Yeah, Willie D ain't fighting nobody.
Other than that, it has to be someone with boxing experience to whoop his ass, which Jake seems smart enough to not do.
I didn't think 50 has boxing experience.
I don't know.
I
He
feel like
does?
he just looks like he does.
Oh, that's why you be
Think
talking
like-
shit to
As a
Mayweather.
kid.
Huh?
I think when he was like coming up as a little kid. But
Yeah.
Because I was wondering, like, yo, you talking a lot of shit to Mayweather, bro.
It's probably because he knows Mayweather's not going to really fight him.
I guess.
You know.
I mean, they consider lethal weapons, right? If he fights outside the ring or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he'll get
Yeah, M. Gross 3 wrote, "Can call in that dude Vitiligo man and telling him to use nail polish to cover it up. Got me hollering."
That's some ignorant ass
Look
shit,
at
man.
Adan just shaking
That's
his
some
head
ignorant
like
ass
that.
shit.
Let's see, where is it? FIFO, this is CRD 1962. FIFO starting the show with real news and transition to fake news all in the same segment.
God damn. I had a feeling too. I really did.
That's you remember?
didn't-
I looked at. I did what Adan did,
Mhm.
like just kind of like look it up as well. That's what I was doing with him because it's like, yo, this don't
sound right.
This don't sound right. So that's why I started looking it up as well. Like,
because I don't know if it made the show, but I remember specifically being like, "Yo, they've told us to stop."
yes,
Oh, yeah, it did.
Oh, you left it in there?
Yeah.
Man, he was like, okay. Well, let me look at it. Like, bro, like literally all he did was read the headline.
Yeah, because it was sounding bad. That's why I had to leave that in there because it was like, nah, he sounds bad here. So,
and it wasn't really that interesting of a story for me personally. I didn't.
Yeah,
think
I
it
kinda
was.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little interesting that
It
he
could
got
have
40
been if
something.
he had a good angle. He just
Damn,
read
Kent.
Shit.
Okay.
he's like, he ain't
I
put
just
no sauce on it.
entertained
None.
I just entertain anybody's story that
I feel you. Yeah.
like I'm like, I entertain it,
It was only interesting until one of y'all looked it up and found out there was,
It was-
a murder attached.
It was me, yeah.
Was it just you?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So when he was like, "Oh yeah, drug trafficking," it was like, "Damn, he got 40-something years for drug trafficking." And then you're like, "Well, there's actually a murder type." Like, oh, okay. Well, that kind
And I
of
had
makes
like,
sense.
it was weird. I was listening to the story and I had followed that for whatever reason beforehand. I just remember being like, yo, he is not a redeemable person. Like, it's like a terrible. There's so many things that it's like I totally see why this dude got locked up. Like he was,
Man.
Anyway,
Well, be careful. Someone on Twitter called me a bitch and a pussy, I think.
Oh, for real?
And I don't know why me, but he was just like, "Oh, y'all thinking that someone deserves that kind of time over drugs? You're a pussy." And I was like, "Really, bro?" I was like, "Well, first off, you didn't have to call me a pussy. You could just have a conversation." And I was like, "Secondly, it was a murder. Like,
Right.
what do you want me to do?"
Well, I think it was that he was tied. He didn't do the murder. He was tied to
But
it.
his drug trafficking ring was tied to a murder.
Tied to a
apparently. Well,
murder.
I mean, when there's a murder attached, you're automatically going to get more time, even if you didn't do it. I would imagine, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it was just this. I don't know if y'all seen the supercut of all the times he's snitched on himself.
Somebody put it
doing
in Reddit.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I didn't
out
watch
there,
it either.
That's why
he's-
he was like, y'all don't understand our culture or something like that.
Yeah, but also he's on like Vlad. He's on all these things. Just like, yeah, so I killed this person. I
About a
got
week
these
ago.
things
Oh,
out.
wow.
Like he's like does that type of stuff where it's like you're kind of an idiot. Like I'm very anti-carceral and stuff like that in terms of like prison. But I'm just like that dude seems kind of not smart.
Right.
At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Yeah, like, I had to explain, I don't think people should get large amounts of time for drug offenses. I don't. But when someone dies, it's kind of a different discussion.
All right. Still Free Audio 2 wrote, "This sugar won't kill you. I could barely contain my laughter. I'm not going to be surprised if that appears as a slogan on a plus size dating site now."
That was really good.
That was
really good.
That was brilliant.
That was a bar.
And the last one is from JoJo
Oh,
628.
What's up, JoJo?
One of the many things I always loved about this podcast is that y'all can cover serious topics and still have fun and joke around. Keep it up, guys.
Let me ask y'all a quick question.
Yes, sir.
Would y'all ever, or do y'all consider me a pacifist?
A what? A pessimist?
A pacifist.
A pessimist?
A pacifist.
Pacifist.
Like pacifier, so with the fist.
Gotcha.
Right.
Oh, Lord. I was just like, are you mispronouncing something?
Damn, yo ignorant ass.
I'm saying, God damn, I got a speech impediment or something? Pacifist.
Gotcha.
You never heard anybody say that before?
No, I've heard the word.
Just
it
not like me.
sounded weird.
Apparently.
Yeah.
That's funny. I don't know. I don't think I would call it that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Would you consider me a pacifist?
Nah.
I don't think so.
Nah, hell no. At all. Well, no. There's recently some things.
Wait,
Go
no.
ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Not
go
if
ahead.
he's
No,
one.
no, not me.
Oh,
If he thinks
you asking
yeah,
you.
no, I was asking
If he-
Ken.
if
If
I
We thought you were.
yes.
My bad. My bad. I have thought that at times.
Aww.
Yes.
apparently he thinks you though are a war nigga.
Wow,
He was
bro.
like,
Can't kill a
not you.
nigga.
Really interesting.
Sometimes I can't pinpoint the moments, but it has been moments where I was like, oh, that's interesting.
But I'm talking about just the overall general.
Not overall.
That guy's
no.
a pacifist.
No.
Not a
overall.
pessimist.
No,
Because I'm definitely a pessimist. A pacifist.
No, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's been a couple times.
Okay.
It depends on the situation. I can't pinpoint anything right now.
I think you could give off those vibes though.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Why? What do you ask?
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I told
A
I just-
pacifist? Like I'm just like
I don't-
everybody be peaceful and
I don't think I think you are.
Yes.
But I totally could see why someone else who has only like limited
Listens. Mhm.
Uh-huh.
exposure to you via the podcast
Absolutely.
would think like, oh yeah, Myke does not believe in fighting or war or anything like that.
Interesting.
But I mean, I know that not to be true.
Interesting. Okay.
But
I was just
yeah.
curious because somebody was saying that I was like, how the fuck are you getting that I'm a pacifist? I've flat out talked about eradicating white supremacist groups before they start doing shit. So I'm listening. I'm like, really? Do I give up a pacifist? Not that there's anything wrong with
I got
pacifists,
you.
but I'm not one.
Yeah.
So I was just curious if y'all saw me that way. But that's interesting. Okay. Well, good. I mean, peace, love, and harmony, and all that good
Let's
shit.
talk about killing.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I said.
Is that what I need to do? Interesting. Okay.
Somebody said it in
Oh man, I gotta change my whole shit, huh?
That is
Take
crazy.
you on a ride with me. See what y'all really get into.
Ride along with
Yeah, do a ride along with Myke. The same way Wayne had to show you, motherfuckers.
Oh, Myke clap a bitch C time.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
You just told that story. You saw what happened with old girl. She thought it was sweet. You know what I'm saying?
All right. That's why I was like, that's why when you said, I was like, what? Yeah, I was super surprised.
Yeah, Myke.
But,
Yeah.
right, newest member of Griselda.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't see this chain?
You know what I'm saying? But ask somebody. Shit.
The vegan coming, nigga.
Damn,
Oh,
bro.
man.
Somebody said it in the comment section or something?
Yeah, somebody was in the comment section.
Oh,
that said
okay.
that. And I was like, I never thought I gave off that vibe, but that's interesting that y'all get it too. So
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
not like that, but yeah, I could definitely see it.
All right, let's jump into our Pass the Mic segment where we answer your questions. You can send those to isthemic@gmail.com. So this question is from Derek.
what's up, Derek?
Subject, question about three-way. And he's not talking about the phone. Three-way call.
I assumed.
So,
Talking about the menagerie.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh,
Hey,
Lord.
y'all. Big fan of the show. Thank you all for giving me a lot of entertainment over the years. So here's the situation. A few months back, I saw the wife of my friend I'd known for about a year kiss another woman at my apartment complex.
Wait, start over. I thought you had. I'm sorry. It sounds like you had a Baltimore accent for a second.
I thought it was just me.
What happened?
I don't know what happened.
He needed to slow down just a little bit. I don't know why. It just ran together for some reason. You heard it?
Yeah, I heard him fine.
Yeah, see,
I'm with you, Rod.
all right, yeah, I didn't hear I don't know. I didn't hear it like that.
I can start over.
Who kissed who where?
Right. It's like, whoa. It's like my mind said whoa before you got the shit out.
So here's the situation. A few months back, I saw the wife of my friend I'd known for about a year kiss another woman at my apartment complex.
Okay.
All right.
I immediately hit up my friend and told him what's up, and he said they're poly and that's her girlfriend.
Okay.
I figured, cool, y'all live it up. Then we chatted about it a few times because I've only ever been in monogamous relationships and found it interesting. It turns out my friend has a boyfriend as well. Fast forward to last week, and I was having dinner with my friend and his wife at their house, and they asked if I wanted to have a threesome after dinner.
What the fuck?
I'm a shy bi guy in the South, so there aren't really a lot of okay, hold on. So there really aren't a lot of opportunities for me to hook up with a cute guy and girl. So we had sex and it was really fun.
Oh.
Today they asked me about doing it regularly, but during the week I was kind of thinking that my behavior last week was a bit reckless. We're all vaccinated, but I'm wondering if I should be more cautious. I really want to do it again, but would it be rude to ask if their girlfriend and boyfriend are vaccinated, and if they aren't,
The fuck?
to postpone this until later?
Duh, girl.
I may sound paranoid, but I want to stay as safe as I can while still enjoying a fun time with them.
Why would that be
Thanks to you
rude?
all.
That's an interesting question.
Why would that be rude?
Yeah,
What
that's
the
not
fuck?
rude.
That's not rude at all.
That's not rude
But can
at
we first
all.
address the fact that he was trying to pretend like, oh, after I saw all this, I just went over there for dinner. You knew what you were doing, bro.
Oh, you think he was being slick?
Yeah.
Slick D?
Yeah.
But he said that that's his friend.
He's like, oh yeah, just I just went over there and I was having dinner and just so
He's
happened
kinda
that
probing.
this conversation came
Yeah.
up. Get out of here, man. You went over there trying to get in that little, trying to
Get that
slide
vibe.
in.
Get
You
that
know what I'm saying?
vibe.
Trying to get your Oreo
I'm down.
cookie on,
I'm down,
bro.
guys.
Yeah, right. It's not everybody here to know.
All right.
I know what's going on.
Right.
And I'm totally cool with it.
Right.
Get out of here, man.
Exactly.
Not blaming you, because if they both, hey, do your thing, bro. But
You know what I'm saying?
that's definitely not rude to ask for him to get tested and vaccinated and all that shit.
Even if he already went there?
I mean,
I
you
would still
probably
ask.
could've- yeah, he
Because it
avoided
could be
one
an
time.
oversight. He could have just been like in the moment, but
You ever asked for test information after you already hooked up with somebody?
yeah, that's happened.
To me, it's the same type of thing.
That's what I was about. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say
Yeah.
condom or whatever. Like
Mhm.
you might have been excited the first time, and then like, you know what? Actually, I'm just saying.
Wait,
I'm not. You don't have to shake your head yes or no. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Adan asked the question. He went straight to my eyes. So, no, sir.
You're just in my direct sight. You're just in my direct line of sight.
You know what I mean, Mike?
You know what I mean?
You've been there. You know what I'm saying? Right?
We in this together.
Whatever they call it.
You know what it is like.
Wonder Twin Powers. No. Form of really bad idea.
What I'm saying. Not you specifically. Mike.
Okay.
But people like you might have got excited the first time and didn't use a condom the first time, but then later you're like, yo, that was real dumb, and like, yo, like, yeah, we should do this.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So yeah, I saw it the same way
I
type
got
of
you.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you ask for vaccine cards, not laminated shit.
They said you're not supposed to laminate those. I almost went and laminated mine. Just
Me
a side
too.
note. I
They were
almost
giving
went
away
there
for free, but why are they saying that?
because you might have to add more information on there because you have to get them every year. They're saying
Every year.
Oh.
Niggas suck.
at least every year.
And then the
Booster
booster
shots,
shots, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
surround.
don't laminate your. You should get the little one that you can slide it in and out.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
just
you
put it
get
in a
what?
Ziploc
I didn't
bag.
get
You get this little there's like a little laminated plastic thing that you can just
Oh,
slide
like
it in
you
and
like
out.
car,
of.
like your ID.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll know by September. That's the key date. When
Key date for
we'll
what?
see. About the vaccine and how effective it's being.
Whether you need the booster or not. That's what you're saying?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yep, around September. And then all the shit that's going on in India.
Listen
or,
to me.
with the
That shit is
Indians as well.
nuts.
So I hope they get things right. Because all the rich people left. You guys heard about that? They left and went to Great Britain. And left all them there. It's
It's just a matter of time.
So anyway,
So back to sliding things in and out and getting booster shots. Would is he rude for being like, yo, you guys need to get vaccinated?
No, I don't think it's rude, which is why I brought up the condom thing.
No, I mean, I agree. That was my first thought was like, no, that's not rude. I am curious though, like, did he not have these questions just going over to have dinner at these people's houses?
He's in the heat
you
of
would
the
think it
moment.
would come up in just a casual
dinner
conversation.
Like just to eat.
Like I mean, outside of you having sex with someone, like you're still in an intimate space with someone else. So like, I don't know.
Maybe they had with mask on,
or maybe they were socially distanced. Maybe they. Well, he said he's in the house. No, you can't. No.
I
mean, but having sex is a different type of closeness during a pandemic.
That's a different type of.
Yeah, but if you're that kind of paranoid, it seems like you'd be paranoid to even be in the house with them like that.
I think still it's a different. Like you're like, yo, I'm in. This is bodily fluids transferring and all this type of stuff.
I don't know. You'd sooner catch
the probability of it is high.
Because probably in the I don't know the situation, but maybe they're in the room. It's all hot and humid and shit. It's not ventilated properly. COVID travel. Gotta be careful, man.
I'm just trying to remember the last time I fucked in a room that was properly ventilated and had like a really nice high ceiling and it wasn't hot.
I'm just,
Oh, you're fucking them type
you're like a bougie hoe? Is that what you are? This room is too small. It's a little bit too hot.
Right. These sheets are a little rough.
Yeah. What red count is this?
Yeah. Because I don't fuck on anything under 1,000. Wait, are these sheets 1,000?
Polyester?
Right. Oh.
KBNs don't fuck with polyester. I don't know who you thought I was.
Wait, are y'all joking?
The COVID shit is cool. The vaccinated shit. But these sheets.
Right, these sheets gotta go.
No.
Right.
Are we joking about what, Sophie?
Oh no.
I just feel like some things are requirements. Like
shit.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the requirement?
Oh my god.
I don't know if I know if I want to know
It
this.
has to be like the right temperature.
Huh?
I can't just fuck in the hot.
The fuck?
Fucking the hot.
That's too hot.
Right.
That's too hot.
I am a mood person
too, though.
Yeah.
I'll give you.
You
You kind of slipping and sliding all over the place.
Ain't nobody fucking on no
Kinda turns to a
mainstay
wrestling
Walmart
match.
sheets. What the fuck?
Are you serious?
That's too much. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, John. I can't.
I wish somebody would come to my house talking about, oh yeah, we can't fuck on
Not on
these
these mainstays.
Like,
Not on these
Then you're not my
mainstays.
main and you can't stay. Because these mainstay sheets is all I got.
Nah, hell no.
So you got to go.
Nah,
They
hell
call
no.
mainstay for a
They
reason.
They've been my mainstay for years. And they still good.
They for the mainstay.
Right. You don't have to be that. We can fuck on
Yuck.
top of the sheets and you can fucking leave if that's the case.
I couldn't do
The
it.
hell?
Oh, man.
Yeah, like I remember when I first started dating my my dude. No, for real. Because like sometimes, and this really don't have nothing to do with sex. It's just comfortableness in general. I just be feeling like some pillows, like I don't know, like he ordered down pillows for me and stuff because it's like I just got to be a certain comfortable.
Down pillows?
Yeah, like down pillows. It's like down comforters except like in a pillow.
I don't fuck with down pillows. They be poking you
I
in the
don't even
face.
know
and
what
shit.
they are.
No, they're like double lined and they have like the feathers on the inside, so they
Oh,
form
the
to your
mainstays
head,
aren't double
and
lined.
They're automatically cooling and they just feel nice.
Believe it.
I gotta be comfortable. The fuck?
I'll be goddamned. I'm not buying a
Down
special
pillows?
pillow for you to stay at my house.
Why?
Go home. Shit.
I will.
Go home.
I won't even come over.
Buy your own pillow. I'm not buying you a
No.
pillow.
Being nice.
Come on now.
What the hell, Ken?
What? What's wrong?
Do you have one towel at
Fucking
home too?
pacifist you.
Just some pillows, Mike.
It's just pillows, and you might like them.
Use my pillow.
No, they're hard.
They're
My
not
pillows
down
aren't hard. My
pillows.
pillows are dope.
And you got
huh?
one of them.
They're
probably.
not down pillows. It's different.
Yeah, guy pillows are
Man,
hard
look,
as fuck.
Fine, we get down and you can go home. I'm not buying you no special ass pillow to stay at my
Why
house.
not? Upgrade your life, nigga. What the fuck?
If it was my wife,
That's what women are for.
If it was my wife, I'd buy you a special pillow.
We supposed to come over and
said,
judge
"Get up."
everything you got, throw out all the old shit, and order the new shit. on your
Throw out
car.
that twin bed, man. Get you a full, man.
I got a king size. I got a king size. I have text.
No, you gotta get that California king. That should be different.
California king.
Huh?
What is that?
It's extra big.
bar. That's why you keep raising shit.
We gotta add Geos to this shit now?
No, dead ass.
No,
Oh,
That's
you
a thing?
You never heard of California King?
I've never heard of a
It's
California
huge.
king.
It's legit huge. Like you can roll over like 3 times in that bitch.
it can be too big for your space.
Yes,
though, sometimes.
absolutely.
Yeah, so if you
That's
got a
my
small
thought,
ass
like-
room with no high ceilings, don't even do it. But I'm just saying, I don't have that problem. I wouldn't know nothing about
Oh
that.
my God.
Just saying.
Oh,
What? We gotta have options.
I don't have these peasants issues like you.
I don't.
Let them eat cake. I got you, Sophie. I get it. I get it.
Or like, you know,
shit
you can
all
take it
over
to
your
like a
life.
nice
She
hotel.
is.
Just make you reassess your whole shit.
Yes, because I'm thinking, I'm like, if my bed was any bigger, I couldn't walk in my room.
Right.
Yeah, and then you can have a nightstand.
Yeah. Huh?
Oh, so like some dudes don't be even having like nightstands or headboards. That shit is weird to me. You don't have one. Where do you put
Is
your
this shit on the
phone?
floor,
Like, where do you
though?
put
Is
your-
it- Is
No,
this
it's
shit
got
on
a
the
box
floor?
spring, and it's got
No,
like
I mean, but is the box spring on the floor though?
no.
Okay,
I got a little frame.
I mean, I was in my 20s, early 20s. I was that way. Like,
Yeah.
straight
Right.
on the
Asian
magic
style.
is not good.
Shit just on
I'm
the
trying to
ground.
think. Do I have? Oh no, I do have a headboard. I'm lying. I do have a headboard, but I just
That's
got
a
it.
start.
I just got it at this house.
If your headboard is up against the wall, you
It
know you
is.
can get those rubber things to put behind it so that it doesn't rock.
Mm.
That might
That's
be.
the best part. When it's
you
rock,
might
that's when you know you're
rock.
doing your job. You're supposed to make it rock. If it's
But I
so-
mean, then you got a dent in your wall. Now you got to fucking
So?
redo. Okay, well, I mean,
Sure.
I guess so.
that's when you know you're really working. When you come in the house and there's a fucking line across the wall.
I know what I
this
did.
motherfucker been doing.
I did that.
I know what I signed up for.
You know what I mean? Dude, that's the first thing I showed when you come in the house. Like, yeah, these nice walls.
You see
You
that
leave the little
shit?
marks like you growing. Like,
Better ask somebody.
even if you don't get a pillow though, you could get just like the you get like the satin pillowcase though.
Yeah,
I have
they got them at
those.
IKEA. They got down
those.
pillows at IKEA. They cheap.
That's lit. Yeah.
Macy's be
You want it
having
for the
sales.
hair,
I'm just
like-
saying.
That's what I get them for, because I don't want to put
Keep your head on a
There you
swivel.
go.
That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying. They
Yeah,
be they be having them motherfucking deals.
I feel you. I am a moods person.
Hello?
You're a what
But it's
person? I'm sorry.
moods, like
Moods?
it,
Gotcha.
a certain
You gotta
setting.
have different, you know.
I get you, but that's just a preference. I
Yeah,
am more than
I feel
willing
you.
outside of that
Yeah,
to
exactly.
still do what I gotta do.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a preference thing. If I can't do it, it's not like I'm like, oh no, we're not. No.
Right,
We're not
right.
fucking.
Like until
No, ma'am.
the temperature
Like, I
reaches
don't know how you get in the room.
right. Like, yo, the temp. Wait, almost. All right, let's go. Like, no, that's not happening. Like,
No.
you know,
Uh-uh.
no.
We're fucking.
If I walk up in the room and I'm already sweating, don't fucking touch me. Leave me the fuck alone.
Damn.
How about you get your AC correct?
Oh, shit.
That's fucked up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Derek.
Oh, I
So,
forgot about Derek.
Yeah.
His nasty
So,
ass.
We always forget about.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess the consensus is he don't. It's not rude.
I don't think it's rude at
No.
all.
I mean, it's a good follow up. Yeah.
It's not.
Just
He not trying to fuck up his thing. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think so, but shit, at this point, I mean,
So
he
is that-
already been in it. So
Is that
Right.
awkward though? Like your friendship is kind of like
Yes, that's awkward.
done basically if this shit goes left.
That's my thing. Is like I felt like out of all the places that question could have gone, it went to the least
Yeah.
exciting question
Yeah.
whatsoever, which
Right.
was that no, nigga, that's not a crazy thing to ask.
Right.
But
Right.
I'm concerned about your like friendships and like
Yeah, because like,
all
what
of
if he
that.
thinks you pushing up on his wife a little too much during sex or something? Because now y'all beefing. I don't know how that
See,
works.
I don't either, and I'm kind of curious. But that's why I mean I don't really have any close poly friends to ask stuff like that, so I don't know
Yeah.
how it works either. But whenever I look at those kind of situations, I always think the same thing. Like, what if you're giving more attention to one of them over the other?
Listen, I've heard that shit happen. It's caused all types of divorce,
Ooh, wow.
separations.
Well.
And people be pissed. So
That's the risk of the life.
I personally
they're not
don't have the
about that
time
life.
for it, but you know, big ups to people who do.
You
I guess
definitely don't have time for it if you criticizing their pillows and their bed size and shit.
Right.
Hell yeah.
God damn.
but yeah,
But that's
man,
stuff that
ask.
can easily be fixed. You can't change somebody's attitude.
Easily
Yes,
before they go buy a whole new ass bed.
bro. Them shits is not like. What do you mean?
I mean, I'm not rich like you.
No, nobody's. No,
Apparently I'm a broke piece of
no,
shit.
bruh. Ain't nobody said anything about being rich. It's just like
How much is a king? A California king?
I don't know. I didn't have to buy it, but I'm just saying, you don't have to get that, but you can get a nice full size.
Big joker.
Huh?
She was
She
a
sure
big
did.
joker.
She
You
did.
can get a nice full
I
size.
didn't even have to buy that shit.
I'm saying.
But he
I don't
already
know
at
how
the
much it
king.
costs.
He already at the king. I mean,
I'm just gonna lie and say it's a California king. She's not gonna fucking measure this shit.
I mean that's impressive to have a king.
Yeah, it's a king ass bed.
Yeah, I
Get this
just
fucking
got a
bed.
king
Man,
bed
should have king beds.
like a couple years ago.
I
was
think
in
that
the
you should
queen
get
for a
whatever
long time.
bed is good for that size room.
I feel like anything other than a twin, you're not playing yourself. If you have a twin, okay, yeah, you're kind of
A full size is kind of a stretch. A bit. We're grown.
Yeah,
You know what though? I'm gonna tell you.
Tall niggas.
Right.
We're grown.
Right. Yeah, that's why I had to
Feet hanging off the bed and shit. Hell,
So people
motherfucker,
can
no,
have a
that
full
shit look-
size.
Twin.
Stop.
I'm checking out. I'm checking out.
Y'all are fucking annoying.
Still roll over twice.
It's so big. I said this thing got a toddler bed and shit.
A race car bed. You're like, I like cars. I like cars. What's the issue?
Yo, this thing got a race car bed. It fit, man. Boy, oh my God.
This stage is gonna fall one day. I'm not with that shit.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Stupid.
I wish he was here.
He on the way.
Oh, they gonna eat that shit up.
Oh, man.
We love you, FIFO, man.
Anyway, man. Yeah, Derek, man.
Oh.
Yeah, check, man. You know, but yeah, you know,
What
it
in the
won't hurt, man. You know.
You could done close out the show.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so you know,
What the fuck?
I don't know what you should be
don't
fucking
even know
like you
what to
got
say.
COVID anyway.
That's a fact.
You should be fucking like you got COVID. Like you should be having trouble.
But like,
breathing.
honestly though, is that I didn't remember from the question. Is he saying he wants to be in a poly relationship with them, or just like
he just
a
want to know
unicorn?
if they vaccinated at this point.
It's
Like,
like
is
he
he
just
just-
wants to keep the thing that they have going right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, he don't
Right.
want to die for it.
Right.
Well, then I don't think
Sometimes
he doesn't
they,
have to
man.
worry about it. I mean, he should. I think he definitely should. You know, find out that stuff, but
Mhm.
but I don't think it has to get much serious, like more than what y'all were talking about like him giving more attention to one or the other, because
Yeah,
it's just the sexual act of
that's true.
Yeah,
whatever.
he don't care about that. He just want to know if they got them shots.
'Cause he said it was fun, so you know what that means.
Yeah, yeah.
Motherfucker had a good ass time.
So,
You better
Yeah,
keep this good thing going, man.
For real. And if y'all catch COVID, I mean, you know, it's just what it is. I'll just get through that shit together. Y'all be, you know, in the same house, quarantine.
Oh, that's even better.
Quarantine
Shit,
and
y'all
COVID.
can't do nothing else,
You can't do nothing else.
man. That's
Shit.
the one thing I'm, man.
And you already probably sweating and shit.
Stop!
straight up.
You sweating already. You got the fevers
Bruh.
and shit. You got the fever. So
Get the
you know.
chills, boy.
That
boy,
too.
you think hitting that good
Fevers
spot?
and
You're like, I'm
chills,
just
boy.
sitting, motherfucker. You ain't really put it down like you think you put it down. I just don't feel good. Can you make me feel
Take it all
good?
a minute. And all
Can you
a
make
moment.
me feel good?
Y'all fucking stupid, yeah.
We'll catch y'all later. We all.
COVID got niggas thinking they the shit, boy. Had a shake it, boy. Had a shake it.
Had that leg shaking, boy. It's like, she's sick. She's sick, motherfucker.
Like, nah, dog, that's just COVID.
No, that's just this. She ain't sick. That's just this dick. You gotta ask somebody, boy.